And then,
by the way, David, we should be at 62 XP.
Okay, I was just gonna ask that.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys make it to the other side of the bridge, and the landscape is. You've gone from like a deep autumn forest that was strange but reminiscent of autumn to a kind of like a barren field where the canyon was kind of cut across. And as you guys are like crossing the bridge, the weather gets noticeably chill as you approach the other side. And
the plants warned me of this.
the little finger thing that you have is continuing to point.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, our guide.
It's hard to
Do you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to discern direction here, but it's pointing off across the bridge where you guys have gone. And
Wait, across the bridge, or I thought we were already.
You guys are
across
already
it.
across the bridge, so it's pointing in the direction that you guys have gone by crossing the bridge.
Aren't we going? We're going to find some kind of king, right?
Yeah, that's what you guys were. You were looking for your way out, and then Granny Baba's raven kind of dropped the finger for you guys and told you of the direction. Told you that the king can show you the way out.
Okay. Do you guys want to do a short rest before we like go to the next thing?
No, there's a storm coming.
Alright.
We should press on. We're like out in the open, aren't we?
Yeah, the field is kind of open, and there is the wild magic storm that is sweeping by. The storm was weird, to where the raindrops kind of seemed frozen. The lightning was moving slow motion, and then the wind was almost non-existent. But actually, as you guys are standing here,
Are we doing rations at all?
we're doing rations in a new system, to where when you guys rest, you have ration dice, which is going to be a. Let's see if I have one here. It's a 12-sided, and depending on the difficulty of the terrain, if you guys get the certain number or below, so if you're like in a inhospitable place, it might be like a 6 difficulty check. If you get below a 6, your dice shrinks to a 10, and the next time it shrinks down. So you have a chance to not shrink your rations die, and that counts as you guys like foraging for food. I think it's an easier way than keeping track of like weight rations.
And is this all
I
basically
agree.
automated by you?
Kind of automated, yeah. I might have you guys roll the dice, but
Okay, what's our current dice size?
let's see. I would say you guys have actually eaten some weird ass shit, so we'll start you at the 12.
Okay.
I'm trying to find my.
I want to eat more plant moss. I have a bunch of moss still in my bag. I think I'm addicted to moss.
Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna do 1 through 6. Oh no, there's only 4 here. So, as you guys are walking, you're still in this storm. Eddie, you start to glow. You start to have this kind of like light illuminating from you, and the rest of you watch, the light becomes brighter and brighter and brighter until
Excuse
it
me.
is brilliantly iridescent to the point where it hurts your eyes to like look at him. And the strange storm just
It hurts my
slowly kind of rolls
It
up.
hurts my eyes.
Hurts your eyes. Oh yeah.
Hey, he regained eyesight though.
You
Didn't
do
he
have
get
eyesight.
magic
Yeah,
eyesight?
you actually do have magic eyesight. Right?
Yeah, but
Potion.
Sorry.
how long did that last? Do I still have that?
Yeah, I think it would have lasted a while. I'd say you'd still have it for a bit.
I'm blinded again.
And then, yeah. So what are you guys doing?
All right. Well, we're not sneaking in anywhere anytime soon.
Describe the terrain, please.
Like-
So the terrain is a kind of like a canyony field, like kind of a blasted field, where the tree line from the forest you guys left ended. There was the canyon with the bridge, and the other side is more of a kind of like a low-lying plains area. And then if you were to look into the distance in your direction, it's kind of hard to see from the storm.
Okay. Do you guys want to just follow the finger while looking out for shelter?
I mean,
I think it's just for
he's
the
asking
best.
for a
Just
response
keep
from
trekking
the
on.
glowing one.
Like, is Eddie fine? Is he just like chilling?
He's just glowing brilliantly.
Fucking glowing. Man.
Like,
I do.
Can we like investigate his glowing a little bit? Hey, Eddie, slow
No, I
down,
can
man.
tell you
What's wrong
straight
with
up,
you?
man, I'm loving eating just this random fucking spirit moss that I find on
You
the
should
side.
definitely stop.
But dude, can you glow?
Listen, I can't even see you. Stop.
Yeah.
Eddie, do you feel any different?
I don't. It's weird. I feel a little tingly.
As you guys are inspecting Eddie, Silas starts to have his fur start to singe at the tips, and like smoke starts to curl off of him. And
What the
Silas, your equipment is starting to catch fire, like your clothes and your equipment.
Oh, fucking cool.
It's now actually catching fire. What do you
Excuse me.
I'm rolling
Yo, I'm
on the
backing
ground.
the
Is there
fuck
any
up.
water at all?
There's no water. It
I
seems to
approach
the
Silas to try
heat's
to help.
emanating from within you. It's like everything that you're wearing or touching is starting to singe.
Not even me.
with smoke.
Am I feeling this heat?
You don't. You feel fine.
Juno.
Just everything you're touching is starting to crisp, and the storm still rages on around you guys.
Let's get out of the storm, guys.
All right, let's just ignore the fact that I'm lighting everything on fire, I
yeah,
guess.
what are you doing? I'll give you. one
I'm
reaction.
taking everything off. I'm
right.
naked.
So Silas quickly
Still
strips
coming
himself
from
naked.
you.
Do a
Dude, not-
dexterity. Do a dexterity check. Really quick. Dexterity saving throw.
You're still on fire. Your clothes weren't the thing on fire.
Yeah, but I'm fine. I don't care. Like, I'm not feeling this heat. It's my stuff
Yeah.
that I'm worried about.
Okay.
All right, so you're quickly able to kind of like get out, and your clothes are singed to the point of where they don't look super nice anymore. But your backpack and everything is fine. Silas is now naked.
This don't look super nice.
Smoke is kind of curling off the tips of his fur, but he seems to be fine.
Okay.
So as you guys are starting to hustle out of this storm,
Wait. I'll pick up all of her shit. His shit Silas dropped.
you kind of
Thank
like
Because he can't carry it, right?
yeah.
I cannot.
Yeah, so I went and swooped that and we're running.
You guys are start to like so you're hustling out of the storm. Your vision is a little obscured in the direction because it's weird with the rain being like frozen. It's like moving slow, like sideways instead of coming down. And as you're watching, the raindrops.
Light.
What are you saying there?
I will lead the way and be your light.
You are. Eddie has to run pretty far. He's like emanating. It's brilliant. Like his whole being is just like you can't
Just
even
a
make
pillar
out
of light.
detail. Yeah, he's just a pure white. Like you guys are staring at the sun if you're too close to him. Like he's just a pure white beacon that's like radiating light. As you guys are running through the storm, Eddie's body being the Rudolph, just illuminating. The raindrops hovering in air start to crystallize around you, and as you guys are coming through it, it's now just frozen icicles that are kind of like not injuring you, just kind of like you can feel them spattering across your face as you're like running through.
Damn.
Is there anything we can see that's like an objective might provide cover from this storm?
Make a perception check,
Everybody
and then also
or just
just you. You call
Actually, can. Shit.
anyone who's proficient. So this is a thing I'm trying to where instead of everybody dogpiling, people who call for a check and then anyone who's proficient can help them.
I can help him. I'm proficient in it.
I'm proficient.
Oh, never mind.
So as you're able to kind of peer through the floating crystalline, it's reflecting and refracting the light coming from Eddie, creating like a brilliant rainbow that's kind of like just shining out everywhere. But you're able to kind of see through it, and you're seeing
This is a lot.
like to the edge of the storm. You're starting to see just snow, kind of like rolling snow, kind of on a mountainous, craggy area. And you also shrink 3 inches.
I do
All
what?
this?
You shrink 3 inches. I rolled for as this like the storm is just a collection of energy and magic that's kind of like pushing and pulling on just the fabric of reality around you guys. And you watch.
So the
What's
little
that?
snow
Okay.
area you described, is that outside of the storm?
With your perception check, yeah, you can see that that's where it ends. Like it
Chicken
seems to be
tendies.
where it goes from kind of like a flat plains area with the storm kind of rolling through. You start to see
All right.
hills and mountains kind of like steeply jutting out.
Do you like
and
that?
Covered in snow.
All right, so I just point at it and let everybody know, run for the tundra.
I run with no hesitation.
I'm gonna go full speed.
How
I'm gonna
fast?
use, how fast?
How fast?
It's 40.
Fast as
Hold on,
fuck.
I gotta
40
put
miles
that.
an hour or Sonic fast?
As you guys are
It's
running,
about 40.
you're
It's just 40.
you're just like immediately like he just like it's like one of those action movie scenes with Elris like getting in a runner's position and then just boom, he's out. And you have the turtle on your back though, right?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. So as you're running, actually, the turtle increases one size category and becomes a large creature.
Oh dear God.
That's the
There's
what I
just-
recommend. So as you're running to the edge of it, the turtle just on your back just vroom, and then
It's
boom
just-
lands on top of you. Make a strength.
All right, I
save.
cannot run.
Fucking leave him.
Alright.
We're gonna die. Leave him.
Wait, hold on. Before he does that, I'm giving him bardic inspiration.
Oh my god, I thought it was a 1.
All right, if you want to use your bardic
I just-
inspiration with this one.
Yeah, this will be my last one.
What's
So
what does it give me? A plus what?
6.
It gives you
D6?
plus,
Yeah.
plus 1.
All right. Excuse me.
It better be a 6. Okay.
Oof.
So you're able to, as the turtle kind of like just onto your back, just boom, you're kind of like brace yourself against it, and you're able to force it off. The snaps that it's holding to you kind of like snaps, and you're able to get out from underneath it, and it just lands this giant tortoise. It still has a totally baby-like
Can it
face.
Can I speak to it yet? I mean, I can speak Draconic. I just didn't know if just the turtle itself
You
could
can
speak.
try to talk to it.
You can try.
I'm gonna.
And you
Yeah,
guys are
I'm just-
as you guys
I'll
start
walk.
to see as you guys kind of run. Are you running by Elris, or what's that? The rest of you guys doing?
Just leave me be.
I'm gone.
So Fang just runs right ahead. Elris, you're able to get out from underneath the turtle, and it's just kind of like looking down at you now because it's massive. Silas, what are you doing?
I don't know. Running.
I'm gonna go on my turtle's back, and then we're just gonna go together.
Wait.
At whatever speed, I'm not leaving my turtle behind.
You should hide underneath it in case we run into like hail or something.
So you kind of like get on the turtle now, and it's just going on its plodding pace, and you're actually affected by the magic, and it gives you one additional action immediately. So I'll let you do a crazy action. You have one crazy action as the magic infuses your muscles and nerves.
Is there any way I can?
The turtle.
Can I put my boots on the turtle? Give it step of the way.
No.
Throw the turtle.
Crazy magic random strength.
Yeah. So, now
So
you're
what
infused.
does
You
it get? It just
basically-
gives me one
the magic-
extra.
Yeah, but because you're not in a combat situation, you're just basically your muscles and nerves are infused with extreme strength and alacrity. So you have. I'll just let you do something.
Can I just like lift it up like the Grinch lifts up his freaking sleigh and just fucking sprint?
Do
We know what you want.
Do a strength with advantage.
Okay. Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh,
God.
it has a 1. That was wild. So you just you now as you just kind of like suddenly you get like basically it's like in the movies when Spider-Man wakes up, his senses and everything's infused. You actually get under the turtle, you
Sure.
like brace yourself, and your giant frame lifts the turtle above you, and you're just like running now, the last of the line. And as you clear the end of the storm, you suddenly break out, and the crystals in front of you kind of like flutter in front, and now it's this snowy, mountainous, craggy area where like immediately like it's just plains, and then suddenly the mountains just jut, and now it's kind of like sharp inclines with snow softening it that you guys see on the other ends. You do see like
I
trees and
climb
stuff,
it like
and they're
Skyrim.
covered. Yeah, and they're covered in
Is the
snow.
finger still pointing this way?
Yeah, the finger, it's kind of like still like it's
Is there a
pointing.
path, or are we just like going rough?
Looks a little rough to you guys.
Okay.
And as you guys clear it, the temperature sharply drops. And,
Oh shit. Okay. Hold on. I think I have something to put on.
Yeah, you guys are starting to quickly.
I offer. Who is it? Elris? His clothes
I
back.
left the door open.
Yeah, Elris, you're
the guys were
it's been about a
chilling.
minute, I would say. So like, as you're there, your body is melting in snow actually. So wherever you're walking, Elris, or yeah, Silas, every footstep you take is melting with snow around you.
Wait, so
Am I still uber strong?
No, I'd say that yours because.
And is my turtle? Is the turtle still freaking huge?
Let's see. I would say as you guys are reaching the end of the storm, about a minute has passed, and it seems like everything that is the turtle starts to shrink, Eddie starts to lose his glow, and Silas, whereas before you felt oddly warm, you're starting to grow a little cold as the winter wind is kind of like swirling around you now.
Now I give you your cloak. There you go.
So Silas, you get your clothes and all of your equipment back.
Yay.
The turtle starts to shrink down. Eddie, you start to lose your
Sorry,
wings.
I didn't realize I had my mic muted.
Oh, okay. Or do you have the new one out? Is that
No, I'm giving up on
Giving
that
up on
because
it for
it's
now.
just making me distracted right now, and I'm getting pissed off. So I'm just
Gotcha.
I'm putting that on hold for right now.
Excuse me.
All right, so I'm not burning anymore, right?
No, the snow beneath you
Oh,
it
thank
was
God.
melting and it starts to, but now you're
Right.
starting to grow quickly cold. It's quickly
You said I'm starting to.
because you entered a snowy, wintry area past the storm.
So I'm growing old.
You're growing cold. You were
Oh.
warmed
No,
up.
no, no. There's no way that I can be cold, Shane. I'm literally from, like, it snows in my area frequently. Red
Okay.
pandas are made for snow.
All right, I'll buy it.
I sent a picture of Elris into general.
Oh, I want to see this shit. Oh, that's great. I love that. Fucking guy sensei.
And as you guys like look back, you can see like almost a solid wall of the crystals where the storm was, and you can see as it's like slowly like swirling in odd Van Gogh-like patterns, kind of like behind you. And in front of you is this, like I said, the rocky kind of like mountainous area with there are trees. Everything seems very vertical. It's almost like totally flat and then just immediately up, and then covered by
Alright.
snow.
I have a grappling hook and rope, and I want to try and use those for the whole party, so we can all kind of like try to climb together.
Yeah,
Or
because
is-
the arrow's pointing, like the little finger's pointing in a direction where it's like there are trees and kind of like the rocky crags. So you want to use the grappling hook to try to start to scale this mountainous area.
Let's go.
Anyone want to help him in a way?
What would I need?
Why would you?
Well,
I don't
that'd
know.
be
I have one.
You can.
I don't think I
What do you
can.
think,
Help.
spell slots?
Athletics, maybe.
What's that?
I'm proficient in acrobatics. I can help him.
We're gonna do a mini skill challenge here, to where you guys are trying to overcome this kind of like mountainous area. Eddie uses his
Okay.
grappling hook, so
Does it catch
want-
anything when I throw it up?
I want to practice these skill challenge things really quick. So the way these work is you guys can. We're just going to go down the line for you guys. You guys can each use one of your skills, anything that you want, anything creative. The only stipulation is if Eddie uses an acrobatics check or something like that, the next player cannot use an acrobatics. They have to come up with something different. If you have a spell or a creative way out of it, or you can get pretty wild with this stuff. And then you have 3 failures is the failure of the challenge, and then multiple successes depending on the difficulty of the challenge is how you get past it. So we'll start with Eddie. As you get your grappling hook out, you're trying to like throw it up there.
Yeah, I'm just like lassoing this bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say that is a ranged attack roll as you're trying to throw the grapple up to try to like catch onto something.
Where do I click for that?
Roll a d20, and we're gonna add your.
Can you turn the
dexterity to
other light on?
My
Like just switch them.
Oh
Well,
shit!
Have one on, the one that's off on, and vice versa.
It's a 5.
So as
Thank
you
you.
as you like take this grapple, so that would be 1 in the failure column. So as the grapple kind of like goes up and then arcs back down, it kind of gets on some ice and scrapes, and then just falls down the mountainside. Can't get a good.
Well, I
landing
tried,
on
guys.
So you each get a attempt to do something here.
I'll use my. I think I'll do my acrobatics. Yeah, I'll do my acrobatics. To kind of just shimmy my way up this whatever the hell we're trying to climb here.
What are we trying to climb?
So it's kind of like it's like a mountainous area with snow and trees. Except the weird part about it is it's not like a gradual incline. It seems like to where you guys were just on a flat kind of plain area, and it seems to
Okay.
suddenly just incline, like almost
Could
as
I
if it's
do?
stalag.
Could I?
It's at the base of the cliff.
But the base of the whole area, it's almost like stalag, whatever the ones that come out from the bottom, mites or tights. I don't remember.
Stalactites.
Yeah, so the bottom ones, it's just that kind of like conical, sudden incline to where instead of like a
Okay.
smooth transition to a
Visualize
mountain, it's just
Skyrim.
sheer kind of like. Yeah, that's the outside.
So wait, even if we make it over this, we're just gonna go straight down, aren't we?
No, the whole
well,
thing. It's
we
kind of
don't know.
like. It's not like a single one. It's like as you can see, it's just the environment has suddenly gotten very rocky, very vertical. In the
Tall.
direction you guys are going.
Tall.
Yeah, tall.
Yeah.
Can I use my? I'm gonna use my acrobatics check.
Are you going to
Or
take?
skill,
Are you going
rather.
to take a hold of the grapple or not? It fell back down on Eddie's.
Probably for the. Yeah, I guess it'd be for the best. Or can I just like? Here's my idea. I take the hook, and I climb the wall myself using my acrobatics, and just kind of like bypass that hole, trying to even toss the hook,
Okay.
and like
How
throw the rope down after.
Like, how far up does the rough side of this mountain go? Like, what's the wall are we trying to climb over?
It's not like a exactly vertical surface, but it's like a sharp incline with lots of kind of roughish terrain. Lots of. I'm imagining very spiky, kind of like a very spiky line graph going up, but on a 3D plane, kind of going up. And
Can I
everything's
do a
covered in
nature
snow.
check? Shane,
I got a 20.
What was your nature check for?
I'm going to connect to my animalistic roots and just the purest form of red panda to climb up this.
Okay. Okay.
I rolled a 20, Shane.
Yeah, so Elwes is able to actually kind of like he takes the grapple and he's able to straight up Mario jump off a few of these. He gets up to the top and I'd say Silas, yours is a success as well with a 12. So you're able to kind of like follow up after you find the trees kind of like growing sharply out, and you're able to get your grip and follow the way up there. And Elris, as you get up there, you find kind of like a level like a level plane that you're able to get some footing on, and you still have the grapple with the rope dangling down.
Okay.
Can I just can I just hook it into the wall and throw the rope down?
I'd say that you're holding the grapple right now. We're going to give Fang a chance to do something. I think he's the last of the skill
Okay.
challenger.
Huh? Isn't everybody else already up there except for Colin?
Yes, you and Colin
Oh,
are down below still.
I mean,
I don't know if I should do that or not.
climb the rope.
There is the rope now in front of you guys.
Yeah, my athletic skill
things. So unless I tie myself to the rope, I'm not getting up there.
I would say the rope gives you advantage because it, like the success of that having a rope up there would have advantage for you guys.
But I'm gonna take one of my first slot or my spell slots from level 1 to give myself the spider climb ability
Okay.
from my spider shape, and I'm just gonna climb straight up.
Okay.
Yeah, spider climb. Climb anything, even ceilings with no check.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna grab the rope.
I would say spider climb because it's a second level spell. I'm like looking up the spell. So it would
You
burn
want me to use a
second
second level spell slot? That's
It
fine.
would burn a second level slot if you do that.
Okay, we can do that.
It lasts concentration up to 1 hour. So you're actually
I'm Spider-Man for the next hour.
he's watching you guys just kind of like struggle up this incline, and then he's just like he walks and then puts his foot up and is just able to walk up it like
Just walk.
like it's a horse. So he's just walking up the kind of mountain looking back at you guys.
Hurry up, guys.
I'm trying.
After that spell just
It's
kind of
like
bypasses
holding
that.
up here.
So Eddie, you're just watching as everyone like Silas. I'm imagining in my head Silas is still naked, like to attuned to the pure animalistic instinct. Everything's in his pack. And he's just
I
a
mean, we can go
total
with that.
panda
That's fine.
just climbing.
I do have my my backpack on at the very
Yeah,
least.
so the backpack is on. They just kind of threw the clothes.
But my
on.
clothes are singed, so I'm saving those so I can mend them later.
So you just kind of like. So Eddie, what are you doing? Everybody else is kind of up.
I'm holding the rope and asking Elris to just pull me up.
You got to persuade me, Colin.
Please.
Check for it.
His minimum
Roll
persuasion
for it,
check
Colin.
is an 18.
No, okay.
You really want to roll
making-
for it?
He could fail.
You literally can't. Like you're
I literally can't roll less than a fucking
18 right now, I think. Which is
yeah. I literally
So
can't roll
bogus.
less than an 18.
That is pretty stupid. Okay,
That
I guess
is-
you convinced me.
So you guys kind of help like Eddie up, and Fang, as you're able to get to the top of it, you reach this. You realize that this sharp incline that you guys were climbing almost looks like the edge of a bowl. It immediately kind of like dips back down into what looks like this big clearing field where there's this like snow on the other side, lots of trees going down that are covered in this snowy area, and far into the center you see a magnificent crystalline citadel that is like jutting out from the center of where this like bowl shape is. And from your perception, it's far into the distance, but it's big enough to be easily seen.
Does only Fang see this?
Yeah, but Fang sees it at the time because he's just up the top already, able to easily
Okay.
scale this.
Can I holler back down to them, or are they too far to hear it?
I'd say that you can holler back down. The wind right now is pretty. It's not like howling or anything, so.
It seems like we're climbing up some kind of a bowl.
A bowl?
I'm gonna go.
A
To
Yeah.
bowl.
Let me.
Now, what's inside the bowl? Like, describe it.
So I'm gonna draw here, except it's freaking out. Holy shit! All right,
That is not a bowl.
I'm gonna roll 20.
An
But for some
upside down
reason,
check mark.
An astute deduction, David.
yeah, for some reason, it won't let me just draw. Okay, there
I
we go.
can draw.
Yeah, it was just moving the thing whenever I grabbed. So I'm imagining it's kind of like a sharp incline. Oh, that looks like shit. Yeah, this is why I don't do maps for you guys. So this is the kind of thing that you guys climbed. A sudden sharp
It just-
incline that
it
seems
looks
to
like
go
a smiley face.
all the way around.
that's
It's
like-
basically a volcanic crater, what it looks like. So where
Okay.
it's like you guys scaled this very sharp incline, and then it immediately dips back down. And in the center of it is this tall spire that doesn't look just like a triangle. It's like a crystalline citadel.
Wait,
Use your imagination, guy.
what's our goal again? Wait, what is the finger pointing us to again?
How to get home?
How to get home?
The king. It's guiding us to some kind of a king
Right, and why do we need to talk to the king again?
to get
To
home.
get home.
You can stay here if you'd like, Eddie, but we'd all like to go home. I'm tired of all this magic shit.
Okay. And okay, so he describes that to us, but we still have a ways to climb, right?
You have
Okay,
a
we
ways-
go over
Yeah,
it.
you guys kind of like you're able to. I'm imagining make a quick Constitution saving throw, everybody.
Uh-oh.
Also, I forgot about this, Silas. You actually have a stack of exhaustion from the last fight.
Oh, by the way, Kyle, my
Excuse me.
roll from earlier was a 27.
You
So
swear you
yeah,
rolled with a
well,
What?
I rolled higher.
Oh, yes, I'll beat the 10.
We are getting an echo bad.
Yeah, I think it's
It's me.
David echoing a bit.
You should put yourself on push to talk. Oh wait, he's not using a computer, is he?
I think
No, because if I use the computer, it echoes even worse.
Damn.
Rip.
Well,
I
right
took it
now
off the
it's not.
speaker. I just it makes it harder for me
Yeah.
to hear you guys.
Gotcha. All right, so you actually, Silas, I was going to give you disadvantage because you have a stack of exhaustion from being KO'd last fight.
Okay.
But you have advantage.
What is that?
You have advantage from your. So the first stack of exhaustion is disadvantage in all ability checks. But I'd say that you have advantage on this because of your cold resistance. So as you guys are struggling up this mountain, like the wind, it's not like rushing.
Wait, roll again then, or wait, what are you talking about? I'm confused.
You have disadvantage from exhaustion, but you have advantage from your cold resistance from your race, so they cancel out.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So you're good. Yeah, because you beat the 10. That's what I set the difficulty at. So the wind's getting chill out here, and everyone's starting to like feel the winter cold. But it's not biting deep now. It's just a surface cold as you guys get up there. You're warming yourself up, kind of climbing this area. And I'd say at this point, the rest of you are able to kind of like, probably like 20 minutes later worth of climbing and a lot of helping Eddie up along the way. You guys are able to kind of crest the edge of this mountainous like area, and then you're standing where Fang is, and you see that steep slope going down, covered in snow and trees, and then this like large citadel in the center. And the finger is like pointing directly at this.
All right. So we go.
So we're
down.
basically at
we
like
know-
the top of this bowl, the rim of this.
Yeah,
bowl?
you're like at the rim of the bowl looking. So I'm imagining kind of like a volcanic crater, just in the way that it sharply goes down. So mountain up, dip in, and you guys are at the rim.
Based
Okay.
on the
All right. So
structure.
Elris is still on his turtle.
No, the turtle.
No,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, all of that weird magic stuff lasted a minute.
Oh, okay. I see.
Does anybody have a shield I can surf on?
I was thinking the same thing. Can I delve into my pack and see if I have anything, Shane?
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll on my turtle, or
Make
not
a-
roll, but
Make a
surf on my turtle.
investigation check, Silas. So
Okay.
you actually pull out a sheet of metal that is a perfectly round disc with a dip. That it's I don't even know how that would fit in the pack, but you're able to pull it out. Fucking bags of holdings.
It works.
Yeah, so it's
How many people can fit on this?
basically
All
like
of
a
us.
sled. I would say uncomfortably. I'd say you guys can fit on there.
Okay, my
It's
next
Right,
question
here we
for
go.
all of us is how are we gonna steer it? Because there's a lot of
Begin this
trees down there.
suicidal adventure.
I think it's got to be the strongest person to steer it.
I got a crowbar that you can like slam into the ground on the back and like kind of drift us that way.
I don't think any of us are particularly strong.
I got.
I'm so
I got
down
a
for
lute.
this plan.
I can play some crazy ass circus music while we do it.
Let's go.
All right, let's fucking
I think
go.
that-
dude.
I think the best bet is Colin's idea with the crowbar.
All right.
All right,
So
I
you guys
hand the
all-
crowbar to
you-
the blind guy.
You guys
I hand
all.
the crowbar to Fang.
I'd say, Elris, your vision is starting to dim. Kind of like it goes to
Turning to
monochrome,
get-
black and white, and it's starting to kind of like fade a little bit.
Okay,
I'm gonna relay
Before his
this to
vision
the
fades,
rest of the group.
hold on. Can we, from looking at the structure in the distance, kind of make a educated guess as to which race or races populate that city?
Do
Or that area?
a history check. Anyone who's proficient in history can help him.
I am
I
not.
think I can.
If you're proficient.
History?
Yeah.
I can help him with that.
I'm not.
You're proficient in history?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's why brief rule note is to prevent dogpiling, because this happens all the time where like the barbarian will try to lift something and then fail, and everyone else is like, well, I'll try to lift it, and they just
Well, I rolled a 19, so I think we're good.
He's good, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
But it's like the person who just first comes up with an idea does the check, and only people who are proficient with it can follow up.
I like that rule. It's fine.
Yeah, it just prevents everyone rolling on everything, and then silly situations like the wizard lifting the thing the barbarian couldn't. Yeah. Yeah, that was actually, so you're able to distinctly see it is a of elven design, and not just any elf. It is the Eladrin, which is a Feywild species of elf that is rarely seen in the mortal realm.
Wait, so that
Information
means
to
this is
myself.
an elf king, which means I might find my dad there.
I keep that information to myself.
All right. So as Fang is studying the
I
architecture,
keep my crowbar to myself.
the rest of you are kind of like piling into this sled idea. So, okay, I'd say
Okay.
everyone but Fang is in the sled idea, and they're kind of like
Okay, I
looking
think
at
the
Fang
most-
expectantly.
I think the most fun way is to give it to Elris, and like as trees, mark our impending death, we'll scream left and scream right, so Elris knows to drift us left and drift us right.
All right. I only agreed to the sled idea. I'm not agreeing to that idea.
Yeah,
Well, how
I'm gonna
the fuck else
walk
do you-
along behind so I can pick up their corpses.
All
So
right.
you-
We've wasted enough time. Let's get on this sled.
Let's fucking go, dude.
Okay, so everyone
I'm,
who's not on the sled and who is on the sled?
I think Feng Shaw's not on the sled.
I am not on the sled. I'm not.
The rest of us.
I'll stay.
No talk, only action. Do I'm gonna play death metal like.
So you guys are on the sled, and,
go.
and you're starting to the incline that starts to release. And how are you following Fang? Because they're starting to go pretty quickly. Like the
On
sled,
foot.
You just
I'm
walking,
just
or
walking. Yeah.
all right? So you're walking slowly behind as the sled starts to pick up speed and get dipped down. It's kicking up
It's like
snow.
a parent
It's just,
watching their children sled down a hill.
the snow is
Except
parting
and
before
mild.
and okay, so you guys are picking up lots of speed very quickly going down. The trees aren't super dense; they're sparse, so you're able to you're not like running directly into a forest. But as you guys are,
I'm sorry, guys. I think I gotta go. Well, I'll be right back. Sorry.
okay,
Should we wait for him then?
he says he's gonna be right back, and I'm gonna explain what I'm gonna do here. So I'm overusing this a lot because I want to practice and get everyone used to it because I really like the system, the skill
the
challenges.
skill check. Okay.
I love the skill challenges to where it's just it allows me to do things that are just combat or basic stuff, and then provide some sort of challenge. And this one seems interesting.
All right. What did I miss for 3 seconds?
So
Absolutely
we're doing
nothing.
What's the
another
plan?
skill challenge. So the way I'm saying I'm practicing these skill challenges by throwing them at you guys.
Oh, okay.
So as the sled starts to pick up speed, the snow's like drifting. Fang, you're starting to see it go quickly behind you, or quickly in front of you, and you actually hear.
What?
No. So it's in front of you. It's starting to pick up speed and go quickly, but you hear actually from behind you this loud roaring sound. And
Oh
as
my
the
fucking
roar
God.
echoes, the icicles kind of like start to shake, and then you can start to see the snow kind of like rolling a little bit. And I'm going to allow, this is the now skill challenge. Fang, as you look behind you to see what made the noise,
Did his death metal start an avalanche?
it certainly didn't start. It didn't start an avalanche yet. It did wake up from kind of like one of the cracky peaks. You see a giant fist grab one of the the spikes and pull itself up, and it is a 14-foot tall, covered in white fur with two large horns that come out and curl around, and it looks kind of simian, kind of like apish in nature, and it's pulling its way out, and then it quickly, it's moving pretty fast for it, and it lands. Fang, it's coming towards you, and the rest of you are speeding down. So I'm gonna
Yo,
allow
I'm
Fang.
running this stuff. God damn it. Let me see what I got here. I need to see if I can.
The rest
actually
of
do
you
anything
did
about
hear
this.
the roar. So as you guys like look behind, you see Fang kind of like starting to book it down after you guys as this large, kind of 14-foot tall, simian, apish looking creature with.
You better
white
believe
fur
I'm
horns.
swearing at these motherfuckers while I run.
You're the one who didn't want to get
You
on.
should have come on the sled.
It made so much fucking noise. I hope you crash.
I don't think the sled made the noise. I think the fucking monster behind you made the noise.
You're the one playing music on the sled.
We are
It
too far
literally
to have
made-
that
It
conversation.
literally roared. I don't know what you got this to blame us.
It roared, but I don't know what woke it up. That will
Anyways.
remain speculation.
We're still too far to have this conversation.
Okay, so what's our skill challenge here?
I'm allowing, so same thing, but the stakes of this one are a little greater than the stakes of the last one.
Yeah, no shit.
So Fang gets the first action. As he
Yeah,
starts.
thanks
So,
trying to figure out what his action's gonna be. This is a little complicated.
okay, we'll briefly skip Fang. We're gonna go to who is driving the sled.
I guess it was me.
So,
Oh my
Even though I'm
God.
losing,
guys,
even though I'm losing my sight.
Okay. So you're seeing this monochrome as your sight starts to blur. Like everything's kind of like blurring together. It's hard to distinguish depth and all that. So as everything starts to fade back to white and black, then gray, then darkness for you, you hear in front of you someone just yell, "Tree!" So what is your what are you doing? You hear the shout of tree.
Could I use a? I
Actually,
know it's supposed to be skills.
quickly, I
but
stole someone. I made someone speak when they didn't. So I'm gonna quickly to where Elris is losing his vision. I guess he might have relayed that. So we're gonna go Eddie really quick.
yeah.
You're noticing you guys are veering directly towards a thicket of trees, like a more densely wooded area. What do you do?
Okay, so like there's no way to avoid it. Like if we continue going forward, we crash. Is that what I understand?
Very high likelihood of crashing. It's much
Okay.
more dense.
Okay.
And Elris is the one steering still.
I scream, bail! Fucking get off! Roll!
Do you get off, or do you just yell that?
Do you? I don't think you want to do that.
Well, it's either that or crash into trees.
This conversation is totally in game too. You guys are shouting this back and forth.
Ah! I'm fucking
All
out.
right,
I misty
so I'll say-
step off the sled.
You jump off.
No, I misty step off the sled.
You get off the sled. Elris, you're able to. You hear that you're coming towards a tree line, so you can make an action. So we're starting with that.
Can
I'm gonna make a
I
perception check
give him
to see if I can see the trees.
directions?
Yeah, we're gonna say that you're not able to see the trees as your vision is fading down. We'll say, Silas.
No, but can
yeah.
I give him directions?
Yeah. So make a. What would conversation? I guess you could do perception check. So do a perception check.
Okay.
As you're trying to relay, this is for.
Nice.
Fuck.
This was for Silas.
Damn.
So oops.
Oh, never mind. That's my no. That's whatever it is.
So Silas is starting to give you directions, but as he's relaying information to you, you're having a hard time like judging the directions, as it's not a clear communication of this, and which is funny because you're supposed to have disadvantage on these two, Silas, from your exhaustion. So fun. So now, as
should
the
I roll
sled's
again?
it's still directly no, because I think the 6 failed. Sorry, disadvantage. So the the sled is now heading directly to, and you've cleared a good probably like 150 feet as you guys have picked up from where Fang was. You guys are very far down there. You're trying to like maneuver, Elris, but the sled is, you don't have a clear sense of direction, so you can do something now. Your action. So you're maneuvering the sled. You don't have a clear sense of direction.
I'm going to shut my eyes, because as it seems my vision is starting to darken anyways.
Okay.
I'm just going to shut my eyes, grab Silas, and perform a Step of the Wind.
All right, and what are you doing with that?
To grow. Is there a way I can grab the disc that we're on as well?
Kind of like a Tony Hawk move. Is that what you're trying?
Hell yeah!
So are you trying to Step of the Wind to redirect the sleigh or jump off of it?
To redirect it.
Okay, geez. You burned a key point, so you can try it.
Yeah.
Let's see, what the fuck would you roll for that? I guess, yeah,
Is
acrobatics.
Kyle's camera freaking out for anybody else?
Just
He's
seems-
like,
It's me
he's
moving my
in
laptop.
real time, like slow
Oh,
time.
It's moving kind of slow time. Acrobatics
Okay.
check.
I
with
thought
advantage
maybe it was just me.
as you burned a skill point.
I said
Eddie,
acrobatics.
You just poof. Where did you misty step? In which direction?
Just behind.
All right, so you kind of like get off the sled quickly.
Sleigh behind.
Yeah, so you're
Or
off
like
the
if
sleigh.
there's a tree that I can kind of like catch myself on.
Okay,
Within.
yeah, I'd say it's so burning the slots where that wasn't your. So you're able to misty step pretty easily. So I'd say that you get off pretty safely, and you're watching as the sled is now like careening straight towards the trees as Silas is kind of shouting quickly in panic directions. And do your acrobatics check with advantage. And while this is going on, Fang, what are you doing up in your?
So how far away from me is this creature?
The creature's probably like 60 feet behind you, like as it's coming up, moving pretty quickly. And the rest of the group is 150 feet down in front of you.
Okay, so I'm going to use cantrip Mold Earth.
Okay.
To form a raft, like a boat-ish device out of the earth.
Oh
in front
wow!
of me, and I'm going to jump into
Original
it.
idea.
A boat-ish. It's not a sleigh, guys. It's not a sled. It's a
No,
boat-ish
no.
device.
It's a raft,
Okay.
which means it's got a flat bottom, but it's still got like slopes on the side.
Okay.
That would have been useful.
Y'all didn't wait for my opinion. Y'all just whipped out a sled and took off.
So as you're trying to like pull the earth out from underneath you to create a, I wonder if mold earth, that might be a little beyond its bounds. Let me check.
Or can I just pull up a sheet of it straight in front of me and push down on it?
Okay, it's saying it's like a. It's hard to actually like, form it into something here, so I'm gonna allow it's a pretty difficult. Do an Arcana check to see if you that'll be your thing. An Arcana check to see if you can like manipulate the spell beyond its bounds. And you're watching as you're kind of like forming this. Elris just like burns his key, the turtle's still on it, and he just kicks the sled in a direction, and the sled does a
16.
Oh shoot, that's pretty good. So you're able to you're watching as Elris kicks the sled, and he's holding on to the sled. He's holding on to Silas, and the turtle's holding on to him. And you just watch as he kicks it quickly in one of them, and his sled flips and like kind of like out of the way, and then just kind of spiraling kind of wildly lands. And you clear the thicket, and the sled just and then starts to like go on a different direction. And you're able to hop into this like sled that you form. Fang, you take the earth like out from the snow. It's kind of like you excavate, just like kind of like you slash down and carve out this rudimentary. It's very crude. It's not very smooth, but you have a earth like an earthen raft that you're able to quickly get in to get some speed. So those were 2 successes on your area, and now. Eddie, you're watching as Elris did his little kickflip out of the way of the trees and is now sliding quickly away from you. and behind you, you hear just this sound, and you look to see Fang just going right past you. And then you look even
so
further
he's gonna
back.
run right into the same thicket.
No, he picked a different direction there. So I'd imagine
Okay.
where now you can see him kind of going down, and you hear this roar again, and behind you is just this going downhill, this 12-foot tall on all fours, just when it's like just snow is kind of like with each footstep just causing this like rolling of the snow. What is your action there?
Okay, is it reasonable to assume that I would be able to like get off my tree, start running down the mountain, and pick up enough speed to try and get like not matching, but getting close to the speed of the sled, and then jump on it while he goes by me?
You can try to get on the sled there. Are you going to try to use any?
I'm going to try to
run, or are you
like,
trying to use something?
signal. I'm just trying to like signal to Fang. And
Can I
like,
try to
hold
grab
his
him?
arms out. Yeah, I was to say he can like we like hold each other's arms out, and like as I try to match the speed of the sleigh, so the whiplash isn't that bad.
Wait a minute, this is gonna be bad. My strength is shit. I don't
They're
want to do
both
that. I changed
both
my
your
mind.
strength is fucking shit. So I'm like,
I just jump right into you and tackle you off the sleigh,
Yeah,
going
you can-
100
you can-
miles an hour.
definitely try this. I'm just wondering,
God.
like, it's funny because you burned your Misty Step before. That would have been a really handy thing now, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would have really fucking would have.
You
You did it to just be
should have trusted me,
flashy going
Colin.
up.
That's all
I
I'll
can
say.
do one more.
I'm just okay. So that
Just
would
trust-
be
That'd be all my fucking slots, though.
so. The sled's coming down you. What are you doing? It's like you can start to see it. It's coming behind you. You're seeing it come. You're
I'm just
having-
gonna shout out to him to jump because I'm coming right at him, aren't I?
Yeah, let's try that. Okay.
Yeah, I'd say you'd have to like kind of hustle along to kind of like intercept where you're going.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's what I'm trying. I'm going hard. All right, do it. What do I do for this?
Yeah, if you're just trying to jump in, that would be a athletics check.
Okay, I'm decent in at that. Oh, let's go,
fuck.
baby.
So you're just kind of like, just kind of Terminator running, like angular, and you just kind of like are able to grab, and it pulls you along the sled, and this earthen sled, and you're able to kind of like jump inside. So now it's both of you kind of like going parallel down.
Does
this
his
mountainside.
movement do any type of change in the sled zone trajectory?
I would say it kind of like wobbles it a bit, but no, his roll was pretty smooth. So that's another
Okay.
success
All
on
right,
your guys'
when I
end.
get on there, I ask Fang, "What the ever living fuck is that thing?"
I don't know what it is, but we're sure as hell not sticking around to find
So
out.
both of you
Yeah,
are now
that's
parallel,
what I
kind of like you can see as you look over. You can see the two sleds now, kind of like parallel, going down quickly down this mountainside, and behind you, you see the thing just. All right, so we're going back at the top. Who was the first to make an action here? I'd say Silas hasn't done his in a while. so-
Eddie was the first.
He just did a spell to like jump off, so I didn't do a roll for that.
I think it
And
was either me or Silas.
I think it's
Yeah,
Silas.
I think-
So Silas, it's
Okay.
back up to you as you like look around. You're seeing the parallel sled, both of you going down, same direction but kind of farther apart. Probably like I'd say 50 feet between you two, as you guys are like in separate sleighs. You can hear each other as you shout back and forth. And then behind you, you see.
Why are
quickly-
you? That's my Snapchat story.
Oh. And then you can see
right.
behind you gaining speed. It's just like this like large creature, and with every footstep, it's like churning up the snow behind it, and you can see it like spraying behind it as it's coming down the hill at you guys. So Silas, what's your action?
Can I try to cast Ray of Sickness on that guy?
Yeah, that's a spell attack roll, right?
Yeah.
It's what's the range of Ray of Sickness? Quick.
Let me see.
60 feet. So if you're trying to extend the range
60
of it,
feet.
I'd say it's like because you're trying to like hit it. It's a little farther away than that.
Oh, it is further away?
You can still try it. I'd just say like that thing might have.
What can I just... Can I just shoot at it with my crossbow?
Yeah, you can make an attack roll.
Or wait. Can I... Is this a new day? I can't remember.
No.
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 Okay.
Every day is a new day.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
just try to shoot it
Your
then.
crossbows, it'd still be disadvantage because of the range. You guys,
Yeah, but
you don't want to burn
I
your
don't
spell
know.
slot. All right,
Yeah,
gotcha.
especially if it's too far.
Okay,
Yeah,
you can
let's
do an
just do
attack roll
that.
disadvantage with your crossbow.
Eight.
So as you like try to take
This
aim,
thing sucks.
the sled's just kind of like from his kick that he did. It's not exactly a smooth ride. You guys are kind of like kind of spinning a little bit, getting it, and you're trying to aim your crossbows. It's kind of wildly moving, and you fire it off, kind of like deep in the distance, and it just thunks a tree next to the creature that's just still coming down at you guys. Now back at the top of the round, so that's 2 failures, 3 successes for you guys on this. 3 failures is a fail of the skill challenge. So what is the next action?
I guess it would be me.
So what's the current situation? I stepped away to get a snack while it
So
wasn't my
both
turn.
of you are sliding down this 2 separate sleds parallel going down the hill. Behind you, the creature's gaining speed and picking up on you guys. And Silas just tried to make a crossbow attack.
Okay, how far away to our destination? Like when I look
You
forward,
guys
do I
have crossed
reasonable
in the
goal?
last round. It was like 150 feet. So the next round, I guess, so probably 300 feet. So you guys are quickly like going down this. You're going really fucking fast, like sledding down this thing.
Right, but like how far away is the goal? Like are we almost there? Is there still like 400 more feet to go or like
You're not almost
from
there.
my
No.
POV, like what can I discern about like where we're going?
I'd say it's kind of hard as you guys are clearing down because your vantage point from the top, you can easily see where you're the layout of everything. But as you're kind of like going down the slope, it's starting to like level out where it's hard to see further distance. So as far as your guys seeing, if you want to make a perception check, I can give you more information than that. Right now, it's just things like kind of going by. That would be your skill challenge thing.
Okay. I mean, do I think the thing is catching up to us?
It's
or-
definitely gaining speed.
What's
Oh.
the distance between our 2 sleds?
I'd say 50 feet between you two guys.
And is there any particular one of us that he's targeting?
And the creature's about 100 feet now, but he's gaining speed. What was that question there?
Is he like specifically going after one of us over the other one, or is he just kind of in the middle?
Kind of in the middle now. Just he hasn't chosen between. You guys are kind of on equal, like you're kind of edging like this, but you're not so far apart. He hasn't changed direction yet. And like downhill, he is moving quick.
But he's over 100 feet away.
I'd say right now he's about 100 feet, but he was further before. So you guys are moving about 150 feet, like down, like really fucking quick. You guys are moving crazy fast. But he going downhill at his feet, he was further behind, but he's closing the distance.
What? Okay, I want to make a perception check on the creature. Like, what can I perceive about him at all? Like, is he intelligent?
May I intervene?
Form? Does he look like just a beast, or does he have like humanoid style features, just very large? Or
Okay, that would either be a nature or an insight check, and I'd let you choose between those two.
Insight.
Yeah, you can try an insight on him.
Well, do I believe that he would understand me?
I'd say with that you think he might, but you have no idea. And I'm gonna have these things because those don't directly influence the events. They just kind of like, so I'd say basically that's like a turn skip. So that's like a neutral kind of thing.
Okay, because I don't really think I can do anything like at all with him being 100 feet away.
All right, so we're gonna flip to all right, and so you guys are starting to like wobble as you guys are going speed now. Your sleds are starting to wobble because that was technically a failure on that, but I'm not going to flip you guys off just yet because it was just a perception check. So now the sleds are starting to like kind of like you're going so fast that they're not able to be directed much anymore, and you guys are like threatening to fall off here. So we're gonna do a Fang or Elris. Either you can make an action now.
So I'm barreling down this thing, right?
Yeah, you're barreling down on the sled.
Shit. Because I'm out of creative ideas here. I don't know what you want from me.
In my opinion, though, I don't think there's anything for us to do until like either we approach.
What's coming in front of me? You said we're picking up speed, getting a little wobbly. What's coming up in front?
There's still the trees are kind of like going by you guys fast. They're sparse enough that it's not like you're going directly into any of them. But that's
Are we getting close to the town?
The check that was there, it's hard because like right now you just see trees, kind of like you're kind of like
yeah.
I mean, like,
how fast is this creature moving?
Anything that we can do until either we approach an obstacle or the beast catches up?
There's definitely things you guys can do. This is also a tester. This is a brain squeeze for you guys.
I'm lost, but
okay. All right. So the creature's moving faster than you guys at the current. You're actually like losing a bit of speed a little bit now as things start to level out. Your sleds are losing a little bit of speed and also a little stability as you guys are starting to like. You've reached what feels like a more like before was an incredibly steep incline. You're starting to like level out a bit.
Oh, I have something that I could do, but I'm not sure if it would help in any way, shape, or form.
I can vicious mockery.
Yeah, like stuff like that. Like you can do.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm gonna scream, You look stupid and you're probably bad at your hobbies.
How's vicious?
I got nothing. I'm just gonna pass. Like I can't do anything.
Okay, we're gonna do a vicious mockery then. I think it comes down to
It would be a
14 spell DC.
Oh, some.
Okay.
Wait, actually, I have it written down.
It rolled a 14, so I want to check its wisdom. Is it a wisdom saving throw?
It is a DC 14 wisdom. Yes.
Okay,
And
roll.
4 damage. Let's fucking go.
No, so it totally it rolled a 14. I was seeing if it's a negative. It's a plus wisdom. So as you're shouting at it, it's just getting angry. It's like picking up speed now. It's like it's seeing as you guys are like skidding away from it. It's almost like the hunters chasing the prey. It's getting excited as it's getting close to you guys. And I'm going to allow one more. This is a success or failure. Anyone can do it.
I'm not doing it. I have disadvantage.
Because you have 3 successes, 3 failures. So I'm going to allow one more thing. And disadvantage is only for ability checks. Like if you have like an idea that involves like an item or something or an attack, that would be different.
Okay. I want to eat a magic berry.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So you eat the magic berry. It heals 5, and it rolls on the wild magic chart.
Yes.
All right. That's not. I can't. This is a bonus one because you're consuming a resource, and I don't have any roll that I could make you do for eating the berry. So this is just going to change the conditions of the test a little bit. So someone can still make an action as we see what happens to Eddie. It's a 15.
Okay. So as we're kind of speeding down here,
yeah.
Is there any way I can convey a plan to everybody?
Yeah, you're able to shout. Yeah, you can totally.
Okay,
shout.
so when I tell everybody now, everybody jumps off and we try to converge together.
Okay, and Eddie, your berry was fucking amazing. So you heal 5 points from eating the berry, and it was
Good
the
thing
berry.
I'm still for max health last round.
You still max health?
I'm over max health.
That's wild because your roll is for the next minute. You gain 5 hit points every start of your turn.
Wow.
So you basically, as you eat it, you basically have Wolverine healing right now. So you're able to shout Fang to the rest of you guys as the sleds are kind of losing speed, kind of wobbling a bit as they're hitting the flatter incline. So what are you shouting to everybody?
I'm going to cast Fog Cloud at a spot in front of us and kind of in the middle of both of our sleds. So when we jump out, we will be in this fog cloud. It's a 20-foot radius sphere of fog.
Okay.
Ooh.
And it's a cantrip. Oh no, it's not. It's a first level spell. Sorry,
Yeah.
first level spell.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, so you're able to shout to everybody, and yeah, this is actually okay. This will totally work. So, as you shout the plan for everybody to converge and reach this fog cloud area, I just need a roll from one of you guys to determine success or failure. So as you guys are careening down, you kind of hear the plan. You're trying to like get towards the same area. Someone has yet to make a skill check. Would be Elris or Silas.
I'm not doing it. I have disadvantage.
All right. So what are you doing? Trying to aim towards Eddie's sled, not Eddie. Yeah, well, Eddie and Fang's sled, and reaching an area where you can start to see this billowing fog. Like he shouts out to you, like aim for the fog, and you start to see like welling up in this area, this like deep, thick fog stretching across.
Can I do what kind of? I really don't know what else would be other than acrobatics or athletics to ensure that I get bring the sled into the cloud.
No, you don't want the sled. Leave the sled. We need him to see the sleds going off, though.
Okay.
Well, the point that I'm at is in between the two of us, and we
Gotcha.
can't really. So I mean, it's like 20 feet away from both of us, 25 feet.
Okay.
Gotcha. I would say
And
that
my range is 120, so I would say in the time it would take for you to adjust, I don't think you'd make it, right?
I think you guys would be able to reach her. He's pretty fast, and I would say like you can aim it at an area in front of you as you guys are
Okay.
slowing down here. What I would ask here, basically, I'm going to say that you guys are able to just get off and are converging towards this fog cloud as the sleds are kind of like going out without you. This would be a stealth check from you as you're trying to hide into this cloud of fog away from this guy. And we're going to have it based
for me.
Yeah, we're going to have it do Elris because it's back to you. You're the deciding vote on the success or failure.
All right. Still isn't the worst thing you could have picked, but
Yeah, so it's
not
literally
good either.
everything is hanging on this roll. Okay, 14.
All
So-
right, let's go.
As you see this the sled, so you guys are kind of like hanging in this fog cloud that is like just stretching out between these trees, and the sled's just out below, and you guys next to you just feel a spray of snow just splash you, and you hear this like the ground is rumbling as it just charges through you, rips through your fog cloud like, and it's like a near miss from some of you, and then you're kind of like hiding in the fog cloud, like ripples out and then reforms, and the Yeti is just charging down in front of you after these sleds that are going off in this other direction.
Yay!
And you guys are just hanging in this fog cloud as you can hear it just rumbling, and it's getting more and more distance as it's moving. Those things are moving super fast, so it's like going off to your left. You can hear it.
Holy shit!
all right.
All right, we made it.
We dodged that.
Jesus Christ.
High five, all.
What the fuck was that?
Hey, could we take
Good
a break?
plan,
Because
Andy.
I need to eat.
All right, we're gonna do a quick food break from that. So quick, we'll say, what kind of food are you gonna do, Marissa? Like how quick?
I don't know.
Roll to determine food.
Roll for food.
15 minutes.
All right, 15-minute break as we make some food. All right.
All right.
Reconvene then. All right.
I.
Oh, dear God.
Well, that was fun, right?
I think so. Yeah. Quick thinking.
I wonder if we could have been. I'm currently looking at the character or the enemy sheet, whatever you want to call it, for the Yeti. I don't know if I think we probably could have taken this if
Kyle. We're really like that's like big like taboo. Like
You metagaming piece of shit looking up the Yeti.
I also had it pulled up on Google.
I was just pulling up a monster. And here's the thing: is I use monsters like this Yeti is not necessarily the Yeti from the game. I'm just using inspiration. This could totally be a homebrew guy.
It could be challenge rating fucking 12.
That's the thing.
We
Is
don't
like
know.
so nothing that I pull up is going to be exactly directly out of the book. So
we're gonna die. Is all I'm
but
gonna say.
I'm saying honestly though, I was gonna generally rough with this. Like this guy does not move nearly as fast as the one in the campaign. But you guys were also going downhill, so I'd imagine it was like a larger version. But it's just frowned upon, guys. Don't Google my fucking monsters. Rude.
I only Google them after I eat them.
Yeah. All right.
I Well, I was eating this entire time while we were playing. So
Yeah, I ate
I
too.
ate cookies.
So I'm just
I don't know why Marissa has to stop to eat.
You know
Can't
what? Since we're
multitask.
stopping, I'm gonna go make some ramen noodles or something. But I'm taking you with me.
I'm gonna play Magic.
Fuck. You ever have a good Christmas?
Yeah, I did.
Stay home or did you go do something?
We went to Vanessa's families, and then we spent a little bit on my family, and we're actually tomorrow morning. I'm driving with my parents to Nebraska to see my sister for a full week. We're coming home Friday.
Just you?
No, like my mom, dad, my little sister, my little brother. We're all driving out to go see my older sister for like a full week. So,
Your fiance, but okay. She's not coming with?
work.
Oh,
No.
that sucks.
Yeah, she can't come with. So ripperoonie. I got one land on this hand. That's ass.
Just playing against a random person or you just test handing?
I'm just testing a deck.
Ah.
There we go. Okay.
Did everybody else just like leave chat?
Oh,
no. I'm just not
No.
talking.
I'm playing Magic.
I'm just brewing a deck actually.
What kind of deck you making?
I don't know yet. I'm stuck between either Karanos or Niv Mizzet.
Niv Mizzet's interesting. I would vote him.
It's the
Which
it's the new Niv Mizzet.
what's he do?
He's very similar to one of the older ones, but he can't be countered. He has a flying. He's a 5/5. Whenever you draw a card, deal 1 damage to any target,
Ooh,
and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you draw a card.
is that
And he
target
costs 3 red, 3 blue. What?
Wait.
Does
Oh,
deal
I,
damage include players?
I think I have him in my Riku deck.
Potentially, and I still can't hear you, dude. You're just like really
Sorry, I was walking away.
breaking up.
Does the deal damage include to players?
Yeah, I can hit anything
Oh
if it's a
yeah,
legal target.
he's 3 blue, 3 red, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
That's
have him in
fucking
my Riku
rude.
deck. He's pretty cool.
reason why I'm contemplating Karanos is because I always wanted to build Karanos. So
What's he do?
Karanos is the blue red god.
Hmm.
I need to, I don't know, make another one, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, do I have him in my Riku deck as well?
Where did Tom buy these eggs?
That is a question that I cannot answer for you.
They're like farm fresh type eggs, but it's like deformed slightly.
Gross.
Weird. There better not be a chicken inside.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Nimbus is actually pretty insane.
Habanero, whatever.
Hmm. Okay, so it's... Okay, so if you copy a spell that's multi-kicked, does the copy multi-kick the same amount of times? I think it
Let me
does.
see the
'Cause copy
what card are you trying to copy?
Comet Storm. I'm copying Comet Storm for X. And
Comments.
kicked twice.
I thought as soon as it hits the graveyard, though, it's.
Are you copying it with Riku?
Yeah, I'm copying it while it's on the stack. And what I believe to happen is that it copies as is while on the stack, because I know that copies retain the X value.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
So
it'll
would it also
whatever
retain
X is.
multi-kick. Like if I multi-kick,
Yeah,
the copy would multi-kick again the same amount of times, right?
so how much did you pay into X?
Okay, so I got a method. So 2 to cast, 2 to copy, which leaves me with 8 left, and then I suppose 2 multi-kicks, leaving me with X is 6, and multi-kick twice. So the first one hits, and then 2 multi-kicks. You may pay initial one. Then choose another target creature player. Oh no, I wouldn't want to do that. Yeah, so
I'm pretty sure it only takes whatever X is. I don't think it copies the multi-kick.
You may pay an additional choose target creature or player, then choose another target creature or player for each time it was multi-kick. Yeah, and then it would just happen again, and then I would choose 2 other targets. So if I multi-kick it twice, that means the original spell cast, 1 multi-kick and another multi-kick, and I would be able to hit all 3 people in the match with 2 casts of Comet Storm. So 6 total
I'm looking.
storms hitting 3
Colin,
people.
please. Currently looking up Riku with multi-kick and see if it copies the multi-kick or not, or if it just retains the initial spell.
Well, there wasn't a chicken in this egg.
Okay, so it for spells, multi-kick retains. So if you copy a spell with multi-kick, it retains the multi-kick. But if you do it on a creature with Riku, the multi-kick doesn't happen because Riku requires the creature to enter the battlefield.
Okay, so it would work how the sorcery would work how I predicted.
Yes.
Creatures would never retain it because specific wording about how they enter the battlefield doesn't get copied with multi kicks.
Yes.
I think okay. Damn, that's a really good card for Riku then. Okay, so then I would be able to.
And we really haven't done much this session, but like I'm getting tired. But we've been playing for like an hour.
It's like almost 9 for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
This session's been very story driven. I kind of like that though.
I like it too, but all we did was just go down a mountain. I just wanted, I wish it was just more than just going down a mountain.
Well, he's testing that new system, right? This is just a test.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
That was really loud. Sorry.
you're good. You're good.
No, that's fine.
So.
You guys know how long we're planning on going tonight?
We never really do.
Ignite memory hits
I'm back.
5 times from start.
Hmm.
Man. All right, I won on turn 10.
Okay.
Pretty
Damn.
decent.
He cheated though.
That's bad.
His
I
opponent
know.
never did anything.
Pretty
He cheated.
intimidating, huh, Kyle?
The fuck?
I don't know, I'm just being stupid. That's crazy though. I won as soon as you guys came back.
Oh man. So I actually did a perception check to contest your stealth check to see if the Yeti saw you, and you rolled a 14, right? Yeah.
Yes, that's correct.
He rolled a 9 plus 3. So that was close.
That was really close.
Has everybody returned, or?
Yeah, we've all been
We have
here
not
for a while.
left.
We literally didn't leave. Marissa was the only
I
one.
mean,
who
I'm
left.
eating, but I can mute
Shane
myself.
left too.
We all just ate while we played. You guys, I guess, can't multitask.
Well, then you
I
can
would
make
rather.
food.
All my shit is white, dude. I don't want to touch anything with food.
That's why you
Well,
eat with one
that's-
hand.
All right, so we've left you guys in this expanding, billowing fog cloud, and you hear the like boom, 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 going, fading in the distance.
Okay. I mean, but it's like leveled out a little bit, right? Like we're not gonna fall just by standing on the ground.
No, it's not a super sharp incline right now. Like it's like
Okay.
a gently descending slope now. Like the sleds were actually like losing speed as they were like leveling
Did you
up.
say it was like a bowl?
Yeah, it's like a kind of like a bowl shape, like that.
What, Haley?
Okay.
Look, I'm
Okay,
out of ideas. I
let's
just
just
saved all of our lives. This is on you.
Walk. Let's just like get out of the way and just make our way towards the citadel and try to avoid him. If he comes back, I can use disguise self, and I also have a potion of disguise self, and we just turn ourselves into like white things and lay in the snow.
I would give you
It's like-
advantage in a stealth check if you turned yourself into a lily white person and hid in the snow.
I'm just really fucking pale.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to strip down and then. Okay, so as you guys kind of like peek out of the fog cloud, kind of leaving it, you hear the thundering footsteps and like going the distance, and you can barely see the snow cloud being kicked up behind it. And okay, yeah, and the finger is pointing in a direction. It's harder to see the citadel now; like you can barely see it scraping kind of like the tops of where the trees are. But as you've leveled off, you've lost your high ground vantage point.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's. I mean, so how thick is the forest of trees and shit? Is it
Not
still
thick,
very?
it's pretty sparse. Like
Okay.
they're spaced out very far, and everything
Okay.
still has that kind of like sharply angular look.
Are we still going, guys?
Still moving.
All right, we
Let's
moving
kind of like ease our way out of the fog, though.
very cautiously.
Okay, so you guys are kind of like making your way out of the fog cloud a little bit. And I'd say I'm not going to ask for a stealth roll as you guys are exiting it because the guy's pretty farther away, and you guys are able to head to the other side, getting out of the fog cloud, and you continue following the like the severed finger pointing, and as you guys are kind of like walking, I need everybody to do a Constitution saving throw.
I hate this fucking place, man.
I think
Hang on a second. I had to
Uh,
relog.
Advantage for Silas because of his fur. Lucky.
Weird.
What the
guys,
fuck?
check the 13.
Oh, that wasn't my throw. I see.
Hold on a second. I had to relog.
You guys suck.
Okay. So Silas has advantage. And it didn't matter before, but I forgot. Saving throws are not influenced yet by the exhaustion stacks.
You said a con saving throw?
Con saving throw, yeah.
Fuck.
As none of you guys had done anything to bear yourself against the cold. So as you guys are going, like the winter chill kind of like seeps in more. And Silas, your fur, you begin to feel a little cold, but your fur is keeping you warm. And Elris, as you fail that one, you actually get a stack of exhaustion. So as the cold's kind of like seeping, you can feel your fingers getting kind of numb, and you're getting that far where it's kind of like harder to. You're losing some feeling and dexterity in your extremities as the cold is getting deeper and more chill. And do you guys do anything to keep the cold off of you?
I don't think I have anything.
We can make a fire.
Can we get Silas to maybe make something as we're walking?
What do you guys want to make?
Like a heavy fur coat, something that would keep us warm.
Wait, I'm still gaining extra health.
I probably could. I actually think I have.
yeah.
I think I have bear fur, if I'm not mistaken.
Shane, can you just tell me how much health I would gain after a full minute of that happening every turn?
I do actually. I have bugbear fur. Can I use that to make
It was bonus
clothes
health
for everyone, Shane?
When did you get bugbear fur?
She's had that forever.
When we
Damn,
fought a
That's
bugbear.
funny. Yeah, because they're not bears at all. They're like goblins. You just skinned a goblin, like a giant goblin. I mean, they're furry, so yeah.
Well,
You have
I
furry
mean,
goblins.
I'm pretty sure I wrote this down because you told me to. So it's fur.
Yeah, because I think you were trying to like alchemy stuff. So I'd say that I don't think it's like a full pelt of something, because I think you were just taking samples. But I'd say that you could use that. You could also maybe look around to see if you can find other materials to help make clothes.
Yeah, what about
Alright.
like
So
wildlife?
should I do a nature or an investigation check?
So as you guys are discussing the plan of trying to like find something to
I'm
keep you guys
proficient
warmer.
in both.
Yeah, so anyone who's I'd say Fang, as you kind of like suggested finding someone, you can do a survival check, and then everyone else who's proficient in, or your guys' choice, you can do nature, survival, or perception. Anyone who's proficient in those can make one of those rolls.
I am not in any.
Except Silas is disadvantage and Elris is disadvantage as well.
Ah! Fuck your disadvantage.
Eddie, I think it's 10 rounds, so minute.
A metric fuckload.
Yeah, so that's 50 hit points at whatever you gained.
Okay. So I had one additional hit point before we started from the last time I gained bonus points. And then 50 plus 36, I'd be at 87.
Okay, that's not at all how that works. So you don't like overheal. I gave you a little temporary hit points from the last thing, but there's no overhealing like brig armor style thing.
So I don't have 87 HP?
I wouldn't give you 87. I'd just say because within that minute, you would have had like Wolverine style regenerative properties.
Oh.
So am I rolling nature or perception?
So I
Your
just have
choice.
basic ass 36.
I think
roll
both of those
perception.
would work.
Damn. I got all excited.
I will say, Eddie, did you have any temporary hit points left over?
Yeah, I had one from the last time I got temporary
Okay,
hit points.
because of that 50 thing, we'll just it's not rules text, but I think you can have like a little additional buffers. So
Like
give
10.
yourself 10, 10
Okay.
like just temporary hit points. Yeah, so you're able to, as you guys are kind of like keeping low, you're keeping to the trees. You spot what looks like a tall elk kind of creature. It's like majestically furred. Fang, you're able to like as Silas is kind of like rummaging through, kind of like up on the trees, kind of like trying to track it. you're able to kind of like finally see it there, kind of like putting everything together, and it's this tall, large antlered elk style creature off in the distance. I'd say it's
There's a
probably
deer-like creature. Let's kill it and skin it.
I'd say it's probably 100 feet from you guys.
Can
Oh,
I steady my crossbow and take a shot?
Yeah, it's 100 feet, so I'd say it would be disadvantage at that range. If you want to move closer, you could just do a straight shot.
Sneak.
Get all sneaky and shit. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could.
So who's
Safe.
approaching it? Remember, sneaking for you guys is also a disadvantage for all the exhausted people.
I will. I'm not exhausted.
So who's
I'll-
attempting
I'll-
to sneak up on this guy?
Well, it sure ain't me. The guy who said I will.
It's not you?
No, I will.
Oh, okay. I'm saying like to where like people will say they're doing something, and I'm like, okay, do other people join? How many are going? So
I'll fucking go.
you're able to kind of like so I'm imagining you guys are kind of like hiding to a brush and you see it and you're quietly whispering, discussing your plan.
I'm not going, just FYI.
Me either.
So it looks like
What
it's
if
just
we-
Eddie. Eddie, you kind of
Okay.
like look back as you kind of like make your approach there. So as you're keeping, trying to like get closer, you're about 100 feet away. I'd say, do your stealth check.
Okay. Watch and learn, Silas.
Question. How exactly... Why did we send this guy who doesn't really have any way to kill it without bludgeoning it to death?
I literally have
He does. He has a bow.
powerful ass
He does.
bow.
He has
He has a
a.
bow? I've
Yeah.
never seen him use it. I didn't know he had a bow.
Never needed to.
So I contested the roll. So as you're approaching, the wind shifts a little bit, but it shifts in a direction that blows your scent away from the elk, and you're able to creep to within 50 feet of it now.
I turn back and like raise my eyebrows a couple times, like. Okay. So, have I successfully sneaked close enough to take a good shot?
Yeah, your short pose range is 80 feet, so you're within. decent range.
How like, because like I should be able to tell this just based off my experience. Like, do I think I can kill this thing in one shot, or would it be like, does it have a good constitution, or am I just trying to land a shot? Or if I shoot it, is it going to run away?
Let's see, looking up an elk to where you guys are in a crazy elven forest, so your general sense of like the standard animals is a little off, but your sense of an elk. You
Is there
sense that
anything about the creature that would make me think it might be domestic?
do a
Oh, God.
an insight check.
All right. Oh, God.
And then for Eddie, your question, it looks like an easy shot that you can make, but it's what's your bow's top damage?
Pull it up. So it's a D8, and if I use the Hunter's Mark ability, I can add a D6 on it. So my max damage is 14.
Plus your dexterity as well, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's plus dexterity. You could I'll say a normal elk has 13 hit points, so a little metagame knowledge there.
Shane, I rolled 19.
Yeah,
so
so
I'd
you
have
get the
to roll
sense that
really high
it's
to do this, but
you don't see any markings of domestication on it. It seems to be pretty wild.
all right. I turn to side. Any kind of like buff you can give me, help me just like kill the fuck out of this thing.
Did he say he turns to me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not hear. I did not
He realizes
go
that
with
he's
you,
50
I
feet
don't
away from
think.
us, right?
What? What'd you say, David?
You're 50 feet away from us.
But Silas said she came with me.
I did, but then Shane said it was just you, so I was
Oh,
like,
okay. No,
I
you did
won't
go with. Okay, Silas, make your stealth. I didn't catch that you did that. Make your stealth roll, Silas.
Well, I don't know. If I have disadvantage, I probably just won't.
Go ahead.
Ay.
Way to
Oh,
fucking
oh.
go, Silas.
Okay. I'd say to where like the
Okay.
you see you hear as it kind of like as he's like walking up, there's a brief rustle and the elk looks around, but he doesn't look in your direction. He's on alert now, but he is
Stupid animal.
He's like,
Yeah, it's stupid.
it's like large eyes are kind of like scanning around as you guys are like hidden in the brush. So I'd say you both are now within range.
Okay. So we both just going to take a shot. That we have a much better chance if we both shoot it.
Sure, let's do it.
All right. We fucking like high Q twins shot this thing.
Okay, both of your eyes, you look at each other like, that's okay. So both of you do
Angle, this moment, this shot.
attack rolls with advantage because you're from stealth.
So this is just a regular crossbow, right, Shane?
Crossbow, you can steady shot it. You'd have time.
All right.
You have advantage, so roll twice. We're taking the damage from the first roll. Advantage as well, Eddie.
Oh, more advantage than a 19. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you could always crit. We're taking damage from the first roll from you guys.
A 1.
That's fine. Advantage there. So
1 and a 6, and you got a 7, so that's
7, 6. Gang, so that's
13 damage.
isn't it? Shit. That's right, exactly 13. Yeah, so you guys just like exactly just kind of like up and then just like you both kind of, and then it just hits it once and it turns and then it hits it again and just, and then it kind of like falls into the snow.
All right. We turn to each other, do a freeze frame, high Q pop off scream.
You hear an answering roar from the distance. I'm assuming that you guys didn't scream.
Nichijima-san!
All right, so now you got a dead elk with blood slowly pooling in the snow, 50 feet from you guys.
Do a heel click and we run over and go drag that shit back.
All right, so you guys are able to go get this elk.
At this point, are we just doing like a short rest? Because like I can make a fire and shit, and like I don't know, we can
Might
make.
be
I don't think it's a rest, is it? We're just waiting. We're just like crafting as we go, aren't we?
I'd say to where
very
you guys can take you could use medicine check to restore HP, but not a like short rest. Short rest, remember, is a night's sleep.
Oh yeah.
Does healing word affect everyone within a range, or is it just like one person?
I think healing word is a target, but it's a bonus action. That's the
Yeah, it's a creature of your choice.
yeah. So it's a bonus action. That's the one that's really useful for.
So what are we doing with this thing while we go? Like, are we gonna drag a full elk
Yeah, I
along?
was curious how you guys are gonna do about this.
Healing word's a bonus action?
That's why it's really good. Yeah,
Oh, why have I never used this before?
because you're always the one knocked out.
Yeah, fucking thanks, guys. Keep letting me get knocked
It's
out.
so funny. Like every person in the party has healing. No one uses it. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you guys have
Yeah,
a
it's real
dead
great.
ass elk. What are you guys doing with it?
Skinning it.
Skin it
So
right
that
here
way-
so I can make them their fucking coats.
Okay.
gonna
Who is proficient with survival?
I'm basic at it.
Basic ass bitches. I'll say Fang, as you said it first. Go ahead and do a survival check. Anyone
Why
who's
is it always me?
because you said it. Who's proficient? Oh shit.
Whoa!
Okay. I was gonna be
Yeah,
like,
well-
yeah, I was gonna say you guys can like. So not only do you skin it, so like you just watch as Fang just like dexterously like perfect practice just excises the heart, and then
Can I put this down as a skill that I know?
what's that?
Can I put this down as a skill that I know?
Survival or the elk?
Cleaning an animal.
If you're proficient with survival, but if you didn't mark that,
not.
it's just lucky as shit. I say you do get the heart though, so you have an elk now if you wanted it. So you're able to, and you just
I'm not
immediately just kind of like a slice along it. You actually get the antlers as well, so now you have elk antlers.
Keep the heart. We give it to that old creepy lady later.
You have an elk heart. You have everything's nice and clean. You get a pelt.
And meat.
And
Does
yeah,
that increase our rations?
actually, yeah. So I'm gonna say that has moved your 12-sided die to a 20-sided die. To where I know I'm a little lazy about doing this right now, like because I'm managing a lot of the other things, but I will. The dice thing will be important. So you have 20-sided rations die for now.
Clutch.
Yeah, so you guys are you quickly clean it to where you can hear kind of like a distant roar as the creature has caught the sleds, but you're in that time, Fang is able to quickly retrieve the pelt and everything from this animal.
All right. Well, I'm giving everything over to Silas, and then we're going to continue our walk because I believe, like we discussed before, Silas can do the
Yeah.
crafting thing while we move.
Yep. So you guys continue. Silas, you bring out your little table stand, and you're actually able to. You have something called tools of the trade, so you can turn your tinker's tools, and you're able to construct quickly a rudimentary like tailoring kit. So you're able to kind of like you're not proficient with tailoring stuff, so you don't add the bonus to it, but you have tailor tools now. And so you start kind of crafting. And as you guys are kind of like walking through this like cold forest, one of you like starting to shiver. Elris, the rest of you are kind of like feeling cold. What's your... And time has passed here, so I'm going to say, as you're constructing this, walking towards the citadel, everybody do that Constitution saving throw again, and I need Silas to tell me what you're making.
A coat.
Just like a normal coat, or are you doing anything with it?
Shit.
Do a cloak. Way simpler.
A cloak, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, and an elk is pretty big, so I'd say...
I don't need one.
Okay, okay, nice. Silas, do a dexterity roll.
Why?
Because you're crafting, so do a roll 20, add your dexterity, so just d20 dexterity added to it.
I like the suspicion in her voice. She's like, "Why?"
A 3.
So you're able to, it's taking you a while to kind of like make these cloaks. The material isn't super efficient. You had enough material to make a lot of cloaks, but you're kind of like wasting some of it. Some of it's not going to use. So I'd say that after about 2 hours of trekking, with the rest of you getting cold, you're able to manage to make one single cloak.
I have a cloak already. Does that help me at all?
I'd say that your guys' clothes before were suitable to kind of like a summer weather from the...
Well, I have
climate
the
of where you
stealth
guys were.
cloak and a scarf from the disguise of those town bandit guys.
Yeah, if you put both of those on, and then I'd maybe give you some extra advantage to that, because that's kind of what I was asking: is how do you guys fight off the cold using what you have?
Right.
But also those were still summer stuff, so it's not like a super. Whereas this thing is like a super nice, fluffy fucking elk coat, like super warm.
Right, some hardcore shit.
So Silas, who do you give the elk cloak to?
I just hold it up and I'm like, it's finished for whoever wants it.
I grab it because I have less health than everybody.
Quickly takes it, and you kind of like put it in. It's not very fashionable or anything. It was very just hastily put together here, no embroidery or anything. But you have like kind of a long, furry elk cloak, and as soon as you put it on, you feel the winter chill just being blocked out from it. And as you guys are kind of like walking after the few hours of trekking, and you hear in the distance kind of that creature still kind of thundering around, but he seems to be pretty far. You guys approach, and you see this. The trees suddenly stop in this clearing as you guys enter, and you see rows and rows of flowers that are frozen, crystalline, and solid.
Ooh.
And then you see the citadel just erupting from the ground straight up, and it looks like it wasn't made of like crystal. It looks like it has been turned into crystal. It looks kind of like a...
Oh, okay.
Like it's covered in ice.
Yeah, kind of like it's very thickly covered in ice.
Is it like a door that we're approaching, or an entrance?
And actually, as you guys are getting closer...
Wait.
Yes.
Before we get that far, are any of these frozen flowers valuable?
You can
As
grab
herbs
them.
or anything?
You could try and grab some, yeah. As you go to touch a flower, do a dexterity saving throw really quick. And the rest of you, as you're looking around, is Fang is going to look at these flowers. Okay, as you grab a flower, it's very delicate, and like some of the other ones that you touch kind of shatter and become dust, but you're able to grab one, and you can feel as like it snaps off easily. It's extremely fragile. But I'd say
I
that
want
you
to
have
eat one.
one. What's that?
Okay,
I
so
want to
if
eat
I,
one.
Okay, you just chomp it, like you don't even bother grabbing. You just eat this, and it tastes like ice.
Good.
And in front, you do see a door. It's like a large oaken door that doesn't seem to be encrusted with ice. And nearby is just this large tree, whereas all the other trees were kind of like pine that looked like very sharp trees. This one seems to be kind of like a large oak, and its like branches have been just covered in snow and coated in ice.
Ooh,
And
so
you do
does it
see the
look
door
like an
there.
important tree?
Huh?
Does it look like an important tree?
It seems distinct from the other trees in the area.
are there any guards by the door?
Doesn't seem to be anybody around.
So am I detecting any sense, like any hints of magic coming from the ice that seems to be covering this place?
Do an Arcana check.
God fucking.
And anyone who's proficient with Arcana can also help them if they want to.
I can help.
I am okay. I have +4.
What do I do?
Just do an Arcana check. Oh, okay.
I think he's fine.
So
I think we're good.
yes, it definitely seems like as you actually kind of
Good
like
job.
are looking, you see that it looks the ice definitely seems magical, and it seems like almost everything in the area has been suddenly covered in the ice. Like it wasn't a gradual kind of natural. It looks like it was a magical cold snap. Froze everything.
Okay, I let everyone know that there's some sort of magic going on. I don't know whether it's good or evil, but we should be careful.
Okay.
I'm going to use my ruby earring of intrepidation to detect any kind of threats.
Okay, that's an insight. Yeah, do the insight and then roll. You do that, and I'll roll a d10 for you.
That was also super nerdy sounding.
Fuck is it? Insight?
Literally every sentence uttered when we're playing D&D sounds nerdy as shit. So as you're kind of like looking, you get the sense that the tree is aware.
Aware of what? Like us?
Because you're using your insight to kind of like get
Can I help
a
with his
sense.
insight?
Oh my God.
Proficiency.
What's that?
Wait, guys.
Can I help him with his insight?
You could. He has a magic earring that kind of is more like we made it kind of like a
Okay.
Dragon Ball Z. So there's insight where you're like reading someone, and his insight he's able to use his like earring that he got that kind of like almost like a power scanner, just kind of like seeing if there's the general threat level of something, like if you guys are totally outclassed or not, and also to try to see if it's like the sentience.
Can you relay that information to us, Kyle? Or
Yeah,
Elris?
I'll go ahead and tell the
Guys,
party.
okay.
What do you tell? How do you say it?
This, so you said the trees are like aware of us, correct?
You sense an awareness of the tree, but I want to know what you tell the party.
Okay. This tree is very, seems to be different from the others, and it has some sort of air among it.
I think I can talk to it.
You actually hear a groaning, creaking sound, and you hear, "This tree has a name."
Oh, I guess I don't need to fucking puff moss.
So wait, is he the only one who hears this?
Yeah, everybody hears it. It's spoken in common.
I can speak Sylvan if he wants.
You
if
can,
I can,
you can
if
speak
you want.
Sylvan, yeah, but it's spoken in the common, like the same tongue that you spoke. And then the creaking kind of like rustles and stops.
I turn to everybody. Did you guys hear that one too?
You know what? I did not hear anything. Let's just go inside and see what's going on.
Wait, what? I turned to the tree. What is your name? Hi, I'm Eddie. Common courtesy.
The tree actually bows, and then the snow like falls off, and it gets up, and you can see like a face kind of etched in where the snow was. It's like, oh, politeness. I haven't seen that in a while. I am Treldor the tree.
Hi, Treldor.
Hi.
Me and my friends me and my friends came here looking for we don't know what yet, but this finger's telling us to come here. Who lives here?
He kind of sighs, and it's like a deep like exhalation. His branches kind of like it sounds like the wind blowing through branches. His sigh. It's like, this is the palace of the Prince of Autumn. And he looks around and is like, but as you can see, autumn has quickly turned to winter.
What happened here?
He's like, and this was the land of ever autumn. And he shakes, and he's like, kind of shakes cold, and he's like, I haven't experienced a chill like this in thousands of years. And he's the master of the citadel has grown morose, forlorn. He is deeply, deeply sad.
And did he cast a spell to turn the place frozen, or did it just change with his mood?
I don't think he would intentionally freeze things. It's
Well, we need to talk to him about how we can get home. So I don't care whether he's sad or not. He needs to see us.
Oh,
he's not in the most welcoming mood for company, I'm afraid.
what if I were polite?
Well, we always appreciate some decorum in our court. He's not really been himself as of late.
Oh,
Well, our friend here is an accomplished musician, and I push Eddie forward.
oh
Maybe
yeah.
he can cheer him up.
I whip out my lute and start playing like some crazy, awesome tree beard music.
do a performance check there. Okay, we actually add. Look at that plus bonus though, and you actually have +2 because you're playing your instrument because of your proficiency with your instrument.
So 12.
Yeah, so it's 12 there, and he's like, I've seen better, but maybe it's a lively tune that I can see.
I also tell jokes. I tell the joke of 12 quality.
He actually starts to laugh uproariously. Yeah, of 12 quality. The GM laughs, so the tree laughs. So Treldor just and then like booming laughter, like he's like, it's worth a shot, I suppose. What could it harm? All right.
So you're going to see him?
All right. You may see if you can entertain the Lord. Bring a smile to his face. It's been so long since he's smiled. And he kind of like the trees kind of like moves out of the way, and then you can tell actually his branches are grown into the door frame, and then the door frame kind of retracts as the branches kind of like move, and it opens up the door.
Well, okay, before we go, Treldor? Yeah, Treldor. What made him sad? I don't want to tell a really inappropriate joke.
He had a daughter, most beloved. Okay. She was.
Because I had a couple dead daughter jokes, and that.
Those are always a killer. But, she's not dead, actually. She has left, I suppose. She was quite young, and he doted on her fiercely, loved her deeply, and then she left, and he's been like this ever since.
Any idea where she
Alas, I'm A simple tree. I don't see much beyond my
A simple tree.
Treldor, you are a breath of fresh air. You are not just a simple tree. You are the most amazing thing I have seen in my entire life. You goddamn beautiful piece of art.
He gets really, really like, and his branches come down, and then they envelop you, and he gives you this big bone cracking hug of deep appreciation.
I lose my
Make
10
a
extra
strength saving throw.
Oh no.
Dude, if he crit fails this,
That's hilarious.
He's
Top
just
of
like,
the crit
oh,
test."
I've not heard such encouraging words. All right, so you're kind of like out of breath. He just, and he releases you, and I'll take away 5 of your temporary hit points. You drop just kind of and he's just like, and he wipes like a little tear as it freezes from his little tree face. He's like, oh, it does a heart good to hear those words. Go in there, you bastards! You cheered me up.
I will, Treldor. Tree door.
So as you go through the wooden door as it retracts, you see a beautiful like courtyard, kind of like a beautiful indoor reception hall, and everything seems to be kind of like frosted over. And there's actually you see icy figurines, like humanoid features, kind of like people, but made of ice sculptures, kind of like lining the hall, and they seem to be like dusting, kind of like someone's reading a book of ice. Everything just seems to be like people doing their normal day-to-day things, but captured in artistic ice sculptures.
are these real people or are they actually sculptures?
As you approach one and you kind of touch it, do a insight check.
Just walk up and just touch somebody.
That's the only way he's gonna fucking know. He's blind.
Yeah, let me look at it real quick.
Just like hardcore focusing on the right.
You touch it, and it feels cold. And right as you're about to pull your hand away, just being like it's ice, you hear like a.
I can feel it or I can hear it.
You feel kind of like you feel and hear, I guess, because you're touching it. You hear like a soft, faint, slow heartbeat sound as you pull your hand away.
Cool.
So can I just kind of like infer that this is the same magic that's affecting all the plants in the buildings?
You make a So as you're kind of like putting things together, you sense that it's the same cold snap that has kind of frozen everything in the area.
I'm going over to
So I'm talking to everybody else in the group now. Keep away from them. We don't know if whatever infected them is contagious.
Mm.
You like look over and Silas Elris is just touching one.
guys, I don't think these are some sort of art piece. I think these have once at one time was people.
What are they like? Do they notice us?
They don't seem to at all aware of what's going on.
I don't know about that.
It just looks like frozen statues to you guys.
Oh! I thought they were moving and shit,
Nope,
like
they
going
just
about business.
It's like they were. It's like you see, like it's almost like
Lion
yeah,
kind of.
like if you took a
They
picture
can't see us at all.
people just living life and then covered in ice, that's what it would look like.
Is there anything I can loot nearby?
Yeah,
Everything's frozen, bro.
yeah. Do a
I don't care.
yeah. You can do a investigation check as you're looking around.
Yo, like if it's fucking made of metal and it's frozen, I can still take it. It'll thaw eventually.
Trildor would be sad. I'm not gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Old Trildor.
You said investigation?
Yeah. Okay. So you're looking around and you find there are like vases, kind of like this is like an entry hall, so it's mostly like artistic stuff, but you do find kind of like what would be like artwork, kind of like that has been frozen.
Oh, can I also make this? I'm also looking for like any signs of magic and that would active magic that would affect us?
I'd say that you could kind of keep an eye on it. You feel as you're approaching to where it's like on your face because you're very warm from your fur coat, but you can sense like as you get closer and closer, like through the entrance hall, the temperature is like sharply declining.
Okay.
Ooh.
Moving on.
So as you guys are kind of like going through does anyone else do anything, or are you guys just continuing on?
Nah, I'm good.
So as you guys are kind of like walking along the different rooms, kind of like the fingers still pointing and kind of directing, and actually you're going kind of like up through stairs. You're passing through rooms, and like as you guys are kind of like walking through this castle, everything is frozen in place. It's like you still see those sculptures of what looks like people going about their business, doing their normal things, just freeze framed, captured. Everything's coated in that kind of like film of ice. The floor is slippery as you guys are going, but you're like able to kind of keep your footing, but you can feel it's like just almost like an ice skating rink as you guys are getting up it. And as you guys are passing through these rooms, do you guys do anything? It's just a bunch of like what seems to be different kinds of rooms of what would be a castle. Like there's bedrooms, there's like living areas, there's like a study, but everything is just that freeze framed.
I'm sort of interested in this study,
I was thinking
But-
the same.
but I'm good.
I as well am good.
Okay, so you guys don't do anything there?
Do you recommend?
Is there anything?
Can I do an
like-
investigation check, anyways?
Okay, yeah. So you're proficient in it, so you can, as you're like looking through your. Okay, another 15. Okay, so as you guys are just passing through, I'll say, Fang, since you're also on the lookout for stuff, you find both of you kind of like looking around. The two things that kind of capture your interest. You find a mirror that you like pass. It's like kind of coated in ice. And Fang, you like look at it and then continue. And then as you double take, you do a double take because the first time you looked at it, it was almost like subconscious. Your face wasn't looking like the face looking back at you wasn't yours, but you just kind of like passed it. And you looked back and looked at it again, and the face is different again. So it's like a small kind of like, I'd say like kind of like this big mirror, just kind of like a normal mirror size thing.
I'm not looking. I don't have the camera pulled up.
Okay, so it's not like a gigantic mirror, just more of kind of like a handheld mirror that was like laying kind of like on the dresser of a bed, like a room that you guys are passing, and you do a double take. And Silas, you're actually, as you're walking, you find a odd pitcher that was like in a crystalline hand as someone was pouring, and it strikes your interest because it's pouring water, and it's the only flowing water that you've seen in a long time in this frozen area. Like the water is just pouring, and it's like the small pitcher, but it's just the water just keeps coming out as it looks like someone was watering something. Everything else is frozen, but this stream of water from this jug.
Weird. Can I use detect magic on it?
Yeah, you could. Are you going to do it the ritual or burn a spell slot?
Ritual love.
Okay. And
What's
what
the
are you
difference
doing?
between using it as a ritual and then using it?
Ritual is slow, like it takes time for you to sit there and do stuff, but it's free, doesn't cost a spell slot. And spell slot is instant. And Fang, what are you doing in your section?
I don't think I have detect magic, but I'm going to very carefully attempt to pick it up.
Okay.
The mirror.
So you grab it, you pick it up. You're holding. It's cold to the touch, but it seems to. Besides that, you have the mirror. Okay. Yeah,
All right. Can I examine this mirror?
Yeah. So you're taking a look at it, and as you're looking into the reflective part, you see it's you. Like you know it's you because it's like as you move your face and look around, it's matching your image, but it's not you looking back. It's just a different face. And like every time that you like blinked or looked back, the face is different. And Silas, as you're casting this, you do the ritual version. So you're spending some time. You kind of slow the party down to look at this. Everyone make the Constitution saving throw.
Again?
Yep. And Silas, you have advantage, and Fang, you don't have to make it
Why doesn't Fang have to make it?
because he has a coat.
Cloak. It's a cloak.
Yeah, the
Also,
cloak.
what the fuck? I just found like a little shark tooth in my desk drawer.
What?
Do you know where this came from, Shane?
Shark bait.
Shark
Wow.
tooth.
I'll put this aside so you can see it. That's
Weird.
really fucking weird. No, Constitution saving throw. Right?
Yeah, you have advantage because of your cold resistance.
I guess I just didn't really know that we were looking at it, but I'd also like to investigate my surroundings, if that's okay.
No,
Oh,
Okay.
I just thought we were all getting like.
I'm just kidding, dude. I can't
are
make
you-
that
are you-
call.
Are you proficient in investigation?
Shane, can he do it?
Sorry, you cut out for a second.
Yeah.
What?
Are you proficient in investigation? Because that's kind of like what I'm.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Let
because
me
it's like as everyone's like looking around for stuff, this is kind of like because you're all moving through the rooms. It's just the other players are good at like with investigation are able to kind of like discern.
So
things.
I'm just
If
gonna
perception,
verbalize
I
to
would
the
allow
group.
perception too.
Can I verbalize to the group? Hey guys, I can. If you find something that's unusual or interesting, I'm pretty knowledgeable, and I might be able to figure out what it is.
And
I found this weird thing. If you want to come look at it, I'm in the process of looking at
as
it
you guys
myself.
look to Fang, you guys like look at Fang, and he's looking back at you, and it's not Fang looking at you. He's wearing the cloak, and he's speaking in Fang's voice, but his face is different.
What the fuck, bruh? I go slap his face.
And
The hell
Elris,
you do? I'm
with
a
your
quick react and back up.
with your Constitution, Elris, the cold is starting to seep in even deeper, and you have a second stack of exhaustion. Your speed is halved right now, as the cold is seeping in closer.
Whew.
Will I die from this?
Exhaustion can eventually kill you, but right now it's disadvantage on ability checks and half speed.
Story of my life.
And yeah, so you guys look, and Fang, he kind of steps back as Eddie just walks up to slap him, and he totally like it
What the
almost
hell's wrong with you?
you get the impression to where like
Bruh,
the
your face. I explained what I'm seeing to him.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I
What are you
explained
talking
what
about?
I'm seeing to
I'm
Fang.
looking in the mirror like, nah, this is. What are you talking about?
I explain it to Fang.
Okay, Fang is very confused. Fang is hurt by this confusion.
I explain it again.
Okay. Can we move on from like anything other than that? Because like,
so
I don't
it's
know
like
where to go from this.
Fang is just super like looking at Eddie like he's crazy, as Eddie's looking at someone who's distinctly not Fang, like talking. Like he has all the mannerisms of Fang, all the expressions, but his face is different.
I say, let me see that mirror you
Get
just.
this dumbass away from me. Someone else.
No,
What the
like,
hell is going on?
going on.
They come up to Silas as kind of in the distance doing this, like kind of has his tools out and kind of like kind of setting up this little experiment, and suddenly there's like a whoom around, and everything's kind of like it's like a blue pulse that radiates out, and the mirror starts to glow blue, and the pitcher in the frozen lady's hand that's pouring water starts to glow blue as well. Like everything has a soft blue of magic, but those things are like very like visible, radiating it.
Okay, whatever. It's not my face I'm worried about. So let's...
All right, so you guys see that the blue, the mirror and the pitcher are glowing distinctly blue.
magic. Whoa, that's weird, guys.
So did my detect magic not go off?
No, it did.
or-
So it detect, identify. Is that the one you were trying to do? Identify. 'Cause
No, I did
detect magic sees magic. So you see that the mirror and the pitcher are magical, Everything in the frost is a small, like a layer of magic, but distinctly the mirror and the pitcher are magical.
Okay, well, I guess I'll use identify.
Okay, so
What reason would I use detect magic over identify for? It seems like they kind of do the same thing.
no, identify looks at one object and tells you what it does. Detect magic is you just can see magic shit now around you for a while.
But everyone else can already see the magic, no?
No, they
it's,
couldn't.
you don't always. It's not always obvious whether it's magic or not.
I see.
I think it also tells you the school of magic. So the mirror, you sense the coloring is a little different. It's illusion magic, and the pitcher is conjuration, kind of like that is kind of like emanating from it. So the mirror is illusion magic, and the pitcher has conjuration magic.
What? What does that even mean?
So because detect magic tells you the school, the mirror,
Right, yeah, so
So the mirror is tricking us, and
yeah,
the pitcher
mirror
is
has
summoning things.
illusion to it, and conjuration.
Okay.
So it's basically
is summoning
like a
something.
disguise mirror.
well then I relay that information to the others.
Okay, so you can tell that the pitcher is conjuring something, it's summoning something, and the mirror is illusion. It's like warping people's perceptions.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like looking at the mirror, and I look over at
And you guys definitely see, like, everybody
Eddie.
sees Fang's face is different.
and I show you guys the mirror, so everybody can see that what's in the like. Look at their reflection. I look at
I shield my
face
eyes.
the mirror towards Eddie.
That sounds like a horrible idea.
Eddie,
I
like,
face the mirror towards Eddie.
I turn away from the mirror and I do not look at it.
he doesn't want none of that.
Just look in the mirror. Just look in the mirror.
No, you can't make me. You wouldn't.
It's an illusion. It's not real. Just look in the
You
damn
didn't even
mirror.
want to talk to me. I'm not looking in your gay ass mirror.
God. Okay. Can I put the mirror in a bag or something?
Yeah, you can store the mirror.
I store the mirror.
I turn and look at whatever he is.
Okay.
Okay.
This is my face now. Get over it.
What? Oh, okay. All right. Good work, guys.
Wait,
so-
what's going on with the picture?
Yeah.
So
You could do the identify, Marissa. I was just saying to where if you do another ritual spell, it'll take another set of time to like sit and set it up. Or you can burn the spell slot of the first level to just.
I think that's what she was trying to do at the very beginning, though.
I'll just fucking burn a spot.
I think
Identify.
like the very first thing she tried to do was the ritual to identify, right?
She did the
No,
detect
I was
magic.
using detect magic.
Oh.
So
Oh.
you identify the pitcher. It is you see it as the pitcher of endless water, like at the decanter. So it is
Interesting.
I have to do Google real quick, but basically it's like a small container that just has an infinite amount of water in it, and there are some restrictions on how it is released, but it's like just water.
All right, I'm gonna take that shit.
It's encased in a frozen pan that's pouring right now.
Too
Got the
fucking
bag
bad.
for that
I'm gonna just grab it anyways.
You just
I'll
grab
take the hand too.
it. All right, so you just take it, and you're just gonna take it out and break the hand.
Just imagining this person unfreezing their hand.
I mean, can I? Wait, there's a person attached to the hand?
It's a
Yes,
frozen figure.
Oh,
It's like a person. It looks like a ice sculpture of a person.
oh I thought you
who's
would just
pouring
say
it.
that there's a fucking hand attached to it.
No,
I'm
it's like
okay,
a-
that doesn't matter.
like-
I'll just take that too, I guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
all
what the
just
shit? Okay, well,
This guy's gonna unfreeze later.
I don't know. Can I like pull out a match or some sort of fire
you can create a fire if you want to try to like.
and try to like thaw the hand so that I can take just the picture?
Just a hunch, but I
You
don't
could
think
try
this.
I'm gonna go over there while she's trying that.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. What do I do? D20
How are you trying to do the fire?
with fire magic.
I'd say you're able to use your like alchemy tools to create kind of like a heat. This is 16.
Sure can.
So
That's so Arcana, or what do you want? Does my 14 is that fine?
yeah, I'll say plus your proficiency. Okay, whatever.
I rolled an Arcana.
So you set up this little like Bunsen burner style thing, and the flame that comes out is like all sorts of different colors as you're like tweaking different like nozzles and stuff, trying to like produce this flame. And you're able to. You guys are there for a little bit. Everyone kind of huddles around this fire to stave off the heat temporarily, like the cold temporarily. And the hand starts to like drip water into the fire, and it like sizzles up. And eventually, you can see as like the ice coating the hand starts to thaw. And then you see flesh see through, and then it's looks like a person's hand that drops the decanter and it starts to fall.
Wait a minute.
That person's hand is going to become frostburn or get frostbite anyway.
I don't care who this person is.
Okay, the hand.
I just want the fucking.
Yeah, like I would have just broken the shit.
Well, I grabbed it.
Yeah, the thing's dropping. So you see now it's like the statue. It was just like a woman who was like watering flowers with it, and now it's like a human hand has come out, and the hand drops it, and then it's limp a little bit, and then it starts to like move around like this.
Oh my god, dude! Let's unthaw somebody. Holy shit!
Unless we have other ways to keep them warm, they're going to be in the same situation as us. They're more safe being frozen.
And I'm going to say it to where you guys, I'm not going to do the other thing, but you guys are getting cold, but you're all huddling around the heat of this little Bunsen burner thing that she has. And it's briefly staving off cold.
Who has?
You have the Bunsen burner that thawed the hand, and everyone else is kind of huddling around.
So he has it then.
Oh, he? Gotcha. Yeah, so you have the decanter of endless water. It weighs 2 pounds. You can use an action to unstopper it. It can pour out fresh or salt water of your choice. And it can produce a stream of 1 gallon, a fountain of 5 gallons, or a geyser of 30 gallons of water.
Yeah, I'm not going to remember any of that. What is it called again?
Decanter of endless water. It's a thing that has water.
Endless water.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, endless
cool.
water. You can choose to make a geyser or like a stream.
Okay.
That geyser might come in handy.
That could be cool.
So I came over there while she was doing all this, right? We're all over there now?
Yeah, I'd say you're all kind of together in this room.
All right, I'm going to take out the mirror and show it to him. It's like, hey, can you, like, what is this? What is this? How do I get apparently my face back?
Well, I can. Me?
Yeah.
No, after he just says that, how do I get my face back? I'm immediately going to avert my gaze. What do you mean, get your face back? What?
According to fucking Eddie, this isn't my face. I don't know.
Yeah, as you look at Fang, it's someone else's. He looks totally different.
But is he handsomer?
I'd say he's
don't
handsome.
give a fuck.
He just it's like a.
I'd say he's handsome.
It's like if you hit the random option on an NPC generator.
Did he luck out or?
You're beautiful.
I don't know, guys. Tell me, is he beautiful? Is he handsome?
I'm just picturing that SpongeBob scene. The garage sale, the makeshift garage sale. Am I a pretty girl? You're beautiful.
All right.
Anyways, what the hell are we doing?
Well, I'm not going to look directly at the mirror. Can I still identify it though, Shane?
You can identify.
Turn the mirror over.
It would take more time or a spell slot.
Okay, well then, I'm not going to use a spell slot because that'll be my last one. And you fuckers never use enough to save me, so I will not. I will not burn resources for you.
You've never died that I've been around for.
I have died. Yes, I did.
Last time she came.
I KO'd. Actually,
Was
you
that
weren't
when I
there.
left early?
Technically, you weren't around, but you were there.
See, so that means.
And actually, you
that
did the most help
Shane could
for
have saved
me.
you.
Yeah, you were
you.
actually almost the MVP. Like you were like.
Yeah,
using
actually,
your
if it
spider
wasn't
web
for
to
you, I
use
would have
around.
died.
Oh, you were the one who fell off the cliff?
Eddie jumped,
I
but she
did
fell off.
not
the
fall off the
as she was
cliff.
carried
I
by
was
Murphy.
fucking taken super high up, allowed to just
Oh
get
yeah.
beat up in the sky while everyone was like, well, I'll just do my
They're
own
like, see you
thing."
later. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
So I'm just like this mirror with someone else's face. When I put it away, nothing happens, right?
You put it away. Like if you put it away, you still look like the dude. Like I'm waiting for you guys to describe it. Like brief group check. What does Fang look like? Everyone can add one feature.
No, I don't want to hear.
Everybody
Looks
can
like
add
Miss
one
Dawn
feature.
from the Disney.
He has blue hair.
Blue hair.
He has one nostril.
Blue hair. One nostril. It's kind of like the other one's kind of like closed in a little bit.
He has a sharp anime protag chin.
A sharp anime pro tag skin. Chin. So you have a very angular face. Your hair is blue, and your nose is misshapen.
Wait, my hair is blue?
Your hair is
Yeah.
super vibrant.
Damn it, I'm the first one to die in like every anime series.
Yeah, so it would, if you want to use the spell, it would take some time as you guys sit here to identify.
Take the fucking time. I'm not staying like this.
I'll take the time.
I will force this mirror into someone's face.
I do not take the time, and while they're doing that, I go exploring.
As soon as Colin turns around, I put the mirror in front of him.
I react as quickly as possible and attempt to not look at the mirror.
I wrestle
you
one of his
though?
fucking eyes open.
Do it. Okay, do a dexterity check, both of you.
Okay,
It's like a draw.
I might be able to get you on this.
I would say it would be over an hour.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, fuck. It would be over an hour to identify. And you guys are getting cold still. So you flip it to him, and he
can't we
looks
just-
aside.
Camp.
Can't we just take it and go?
Yeah, you could just take it if you
I don't
want.
want to look like this.
I think we're like all out of spell slots though. We should like
Y'all
we
are
should
all out of
just-
spell slots.
I
We
have
should
a
just
single
move
spell slot
on.
left.
To recoup spell slots, it would take 2 days being in here.
two.
We need to go find
I
the
just
dude
short
who's sad.
resting.
Yeah, so let's move on, and while we're moving on, I will identify this thing ritually.
Thank you.
Okay, I would say
How about Silas rides on Silas rides on Elris's shoulders.
Elris is
And I think-
actually like you can tell like the cold like it's getting to him deeply. He's moving much slower than you
I
guys
can
are.
make guys.
What's that?
I can make a fire, guys. If we just fucking stop.
I actually have something that I could do, but I don't know, Shane. I'm not sure whether or not it would hurt everyone.
What is it?
I can use another one of my second level spell slots because I have 3 and I have 2 left to take one of the aspects of the snake form where it has the radiating heat. I don't remember what it was directly called. But the fire snake, whenever you touch it, it deals fire damage. So I would assume it gives off heat.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how. Let's see. Because the way that I'm thinking that is, I don't think you take it from the humanoid aspects. Like I think you would have to turn into the other thing. I was just thinking like your spell slots. I'm finding equivalent level spells to do. Like Spider Climb is just a spell druids can learn. That's level 2.
Well, it's called Heated Body, so it might just be a spell.
That's what I was trying to look. But I would say you could definitely turn into the fire snake if you want to do that.
It says creatures within 5 feet that touch me take 1d6.
Yeah, I was just
So
not
as
gonna
long
like.
as they don't
I was not
touch
going to
me
find
with
a
it,
relevant like spell because I would try to find a equivalent level spell to see if it's like a thing. But for now, it's just if you turn into the fire snake. I'm not sure if you directly take because this is something to where if we IOK it now, later on it could just bust. So I don't know if you can just graft it onto your other thing without using your wild shape. But the Spider Climb was a spell that you would just know from.
But he's wondering if it'll just if his body heat will
If you
heat
turn to
the
the
rest of us.
snake, it would help them stave off the cold.
Okay,
But
then I will go ahead and use Wild Shape to turn into the fire snake.
So as
I
you guys
can't
are like,
communicate with anyone anymore.
so as Eddie, not Eddie, as Elris is kind of like shivering, Fang looks at him, and then you guys kind of like he steps back a little bit, like a decent way away from you guys, and then just Animorph style, you see his like he elongates, his grows fangs, his arms kind of like snap into his body, and now this
Fangs.
giant snake that you guys had seen before in your fight with the spider is here, and all the ice around it is starting to like melt down, and then as he like moves away, it immediately like resolidifies. And
Good fucking job.
he just
I go
radiates
almost
heat,
touch him.
and it's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable heat if you get too close to him.
All right, I'm gonna get too close for a little bit and then back off and like nuzzle.
So as
And
you go up,
nuzzle?
you take 2 fire damage.
Why would he go up to the floor?
It's like, wow, you're on
You
fire.
nuzzle a fire snake.
Looks cute.
Looks cool.
All right. So as you guys are kind of trying to, let's see, your wild shape, your level 4. I think it lasts 2 hours. I think that's the. Yeah, I'm gonna say 2 hours for now, and we'll look it up later. I'm not sure the exact duration. So I would say it allows you 1 hour of. I'll say you guys can get like a little short rest. If you have wounds, you guys can bandage them here with medicine checks. It's not a full short rest to get ability stuff back. It's just like everyone can take a moment while Silas identifies things, and you're
I have
kept
so much
warm.
fucking help.
You're kept warm by this fire snake kind of encircling you.
Well, I can also do my song of healing, right?
I don't think anyone's really
No,
taking
that's,
damage. but
That's
you.
short rest, yeah. Basically, it's not a short
So we
rest.
can't
This is just a
we can't
medicine
use
check.
a hit dice then.
If you have medicine check, if you want to. This is just a medicine check. It's a way
So
for.
yeah, hit dice.
It would be a hit dice if someone
Oh,
uses their medicine to heal someone, they roll a hit dice.
Shane, B shape is number of hours equal to half of my druid level.
Yeah, so 2 hours.
So 2
but
hours.
so we can only do hit dice then if we're proficient in medicine, is what you're saying?
If someone is proficient in medicine, or you guys have a healer kit, or you take a short rest. So quick little thing: there's short rests.
I thought we
long
were
rests.
taking a short rest.
A short
Or
rest
wait,
is
I thought
8
you said we
hours.
weren't.
Yeah, you're
Oh.
not. So basically, it's like not a full short rest or long rest. It's just in between. You guys can take like an hour to bandage wounds and like eat. It's like a mini rest. It's not a short rest to get back ability slots. It's just you're able to, if someone is wounded, someone who's good with a medicine or has like a healer's kit can go and bandage a wound, patch them up, and get like a quick heal in.
Mm-hmm. I see.
So yeah, if someone's good at medicine or you have a healer's kit.
I'm proficient with medicine.
Yeah, so if anybody's wounded, Elris can help kind of bandage people up.
I don't think anyone really is. I mean,
I'm
haven't
at
rested since our
17
fight.
out of 21.
Okay.
25. I feel a little under the weather.
Okay, so I'll say while you're identifying the mirror, you're all kept warm by the snake that's kind of enveloping you. Elris, do a medicine check really quick, and Silas, you have enough time to identify this. And I just imagine the snake's kind of curled around you guys, like in a big perimeter. Okay, so go ahead and roll a hit dice, and you get the bonus of his wisdom as well to it.
Me?
Yep.
Hit
My wisdom is a +3.
Yeah, so there's
5.
All right, so heal 5 as he bandages you up. The mirror you identify is a mirror of many faces. It allows someone who looks into it to cast disguise self on themselves.
Ah.
Does it tell her how to like?
Yeah,
Undo it?
you can deactivate it. There's a command word. I don't know the command word now. You guys can figure it out if you want. So you can make up a command word, safe word for it. But Babushka will turn your face back.
There you go.
And it has.
Bam! I'm back to myself.
Yeah, so it has. I think it has 3 charges, and that it'll restore after a long rest. So 1 charge is burned. There's 2 charges left. And
all right, I'm putting in my inventory mirror of many faces.
Yeah. And actually, as you guys are in the room, I'm imagining because you guys just kind of like stopped in the fire snake here, like encircling you while you guys are doing all this. I rolled a rations die for you. You guys are as you kind of like sit, bandage wounds, eat some food, you're able to like sustain from a lot of this elk meat. You're able to like cook some of it up actually on the fire snake. And
the fire snake is very displeased with this. Not gonna lie.
But you're doing so much good shit. Keep it up.
and actually, this whole time, there's like little drip, drip, drip around. The fire snake is kind of like settling into the ground, like burning its way through the ice. And the whole time, the woman's hand who had the pitcher, she's thawing out, and she actually thaws entirely.
You should try to help her. I go
she-
up and say, "Hi, I'm Eddie."
Yeah, she kind of like gasps and falls to the ground, gets up, and she looks around. She's like, What's going on?
I
What
turn
happened?"
and hiss at her very loudly.
She starts to try to scurry and to run away from the fire snake, slips on the ice, and falls down.
I jump in the way and try to catch her.
You could do a dexterity saving throw. I'm
Wait.
going to see how heroically chivalrous you are.
Fail, please. It'll be fucking hilarious.
Quick.
Yes.
So you absolutely, you like lunge to catch her to be all heroic. You slip on the ice and like just, you skid out from under her. She falls on top of you. It's some anime shit, like her tits are in your face. She's very offended. She slaps you.
I try.
Take 5 damage.
She gets back up and she's just, I want to see how she's strong. No, she's not strong. But you have like a glowing red welt kind of like, and she kind of gets back and she's looking at the fire snake and everything going on, and she's like, what's going on?
We just found you like this. Do you remember anything?
I'm just hissing.
She's like, the mistress of the castle left, and then Master was looking for her, and then that's why is it so cold in here?
I explained the situation all the way outside of the giant bowl being just like fucking cold.
Her eyes kind of like widen. She's just like, oh, well, that's. I guess the mistress left. She's gone.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I would bring him to such sadness.
Do you have any idea where she might have gone? Did she talk about wanting to do something?
She kind of averts her eyes a little bit, and she's like a little. I shouldn't speak of this.
Well, it can only help.
Do your goddamn 18 persuasion check. God damn it.
I roll my 18 on persuasion. Hold on.
So you roll your 18 persuasion check.
I
Okay,
rolled my
a 28. So while she slaps you, she's actually blushing a little bit from your faces falling in her tits, and she senses a
me,
spark
I can
between you.
help.
She's attracted to the heroics of you trying just all this bullshit. Fucking nat 20 charisma check.
Give it
So-
about 5 minutes. You'll get to know him.
Gotcha. So what she talks about, looks up and she's like, the master, Tressendeer, he had a daughter, a young girl. Her name was Aravel, and she wanted to see. He looks around at all of you, being kind of human. She's like an elf. She's like, she wanted to see your world, and she went to the mortal realm, and that was. He tried to keep her to stay because he said she was safe here. She would stay unchanging, be young and safe forever, and didn't want her to go out into the dangerous world.
Okay. Here's the thing. What if I disguise self as this lady? Or no, we have this lady disguise self as the daughter, and then the king happy enough to take us home, and then it'll wear off in an hour after we leave.
She looks aghast. She slaps you again. She's like, I will not betray my master like that. Not his trust.
Hold on. He's trying to persuade her, though. Let him roll for it.
No. She's no persuasion check is going to get her to.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not going to turn against Tressendeer for just some random people that showed up.
Okay, so that won't work.
Even if we offered her money?
What if we offered her elk skin?
What if I offered her sex?
You're all a
Excuse
bunch
me?
of damn scoundrels with no honor.
Listen, I'm a snake, all right? When I spoke, all she heard was hiss.
The sneaky snake.
She's like, you think I can't speak simple elemental? And she hisses back and understands.
I'm not an elemental, I'm a snake. There's a difference.
Technically, it speaks elemental. Snake.
Oh, okay.
And
Cool,
also,
I can talk as well?
Elris.
Oh my god.
It's elemental or animal, I guess. Elris can speak animal as well, so he can communicate with you.
Yo, so I communicate to the elf to smack him again because it makes me happy.
No,
I
the persuasion check. She kind of like blushes a bit with that one, but she's like, no, the master's in his study. I don't think we're not. I will not try any of this underhanded trickery.
Okay. Do you have any? I ask her if she's got any tips for how we might convince the master to send us back to.
It's like,
Oh, what if we? Okay, I ask her if the master would send us back to the human world if we go on a mission to find his daughter. Does she think that might work?
she's like, if you offer to bring back his daughter, I think he would offer the world.
All right. Well, the world sounds like something I would want, so
The
let's
world. I have aspirations of world domination.
try that. Do you really?
I'm like, secret. Wow,
I'm not
I didn't
really
know secret
interested in the world.
backstory.
It's like an onion. There's so many layers.
Yeah. So,
All right, everybody, you cool with that? We're gonna try and find this runaway elf princess.
quick little check-in
Talk
because
to
I
the
don't
damn
know.
king.
I want to know timing of everybody. What's everybody's time limit here?
I go for forever.
I'm
I'd like
Currently-
to not go.
Yeah, it sounds
Much
like some
longer.
people are kind of tired.
Okay.
yeah. I've been losing like focus for the past like 20 minutes.
I've lost focus for the past hour.
I think
I'm
after
not
we
really sure what
could
we're
maybe
doing.
progress to meeting him and then
Yeah. So I think we'll find a
Yeah,
good-
if we can
stop
meet,
it.
yeah, we can just meet the king and we can. That's a stopping point.
So I'll say that as you guys talk to the thawed elven woman, she mentions to you, and if you guys would have taken notes, the king's name is Tracendir. The daughter's name is
I'm gonna forget
Aravel.
that because I'm not taking notes.
Okay, I'll write it down to make up for me losing
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
my
That's what I'm saying
concentration.
is if you
Okay,
guys
one more
are losing
time.
concentration, notes help with concentration. So Tracendir, spell it however you want, and then
We'll call him my homeboy Trace.
is the king, and then Aravel is his daughter.
I'm
Trace.
King Trident and Ariel.
Wait,
Trace
yeah, wait a minute. Which one's the
dear.
father and which one's the daughter?
Aravel
Don't worry
is the
about it.
daughter. Tracendir is the father.
Aravel,
And
daughter of king.
Father of the king.
so I'm gonna say, as you guys kind of like the serving girl.
Why are you guys laughing?
She looks like a simple maid. She's kind of like the maid of the castle who is like watering the flowers. And she's looking around for the pitcher of water, but is curious that she can't find it. Doesn't think anything of
Nope.
it.
Yep.
Continues on with you guys, and she stops at the doorway because every step you guys take as you're getting closer, the wind chill is getting like more and more like it's picking up speed and getting more and more cold. The heat of the snake kind of like going between you as you guys are kind of like flanking it keeps the wind and the chill from like getting to you guys any further. And you eventually enter a like large chamber with a double door that opens up, and there's like 6 pillars going forward. It's like a big ornate area with a raised platform at the back end with a throne. And you see on the throne, you see kind of like just in the middle of this giant whirlwind of ice and like just a insane blizzard kind of like tightly emanating from him like a hurricane of snow. You just see like an elf with red hair that is slowly like encased in ice, just kind of sitting like this, like on his throne as the blizzard's just whirling around them.
Sup, Trites?
I'm
Heard
gonna
you were.
end. That's where we're gonna end as
Oh, thank God.
Eddie walks in Subtrites. All right.
Heard you lost your girl.
And actually, so as he looks up, you just kind of like, as through the wind kind of coalesces into what looks like kind of an image of him, and then it gets bigger and bigger and then manifests as this large, like, ice elemental creature that like kind of like starts to move around and it smashes a pillar and comes towards you guys.
Wait, that was supposed to be out of character.
Still, by just approaching, you guys have yeah, it wasn't you offending him. It's just he doesn't even look at you. Like he doesn't even see you guys come in. It's just now
You fucking mad boy.
the blizzard has manifested into a large icy version of him that is aggressive, and that's where we're gonna end.
Yay!
All right.
That was fun.
I'll say
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it.
this one 10 EXP.
Okay.
Make it
Listen, I
13.
did a lot
No.
of shit.
10.
10 XP?
Yes.
Make it
We got
7, so,
10 is 1/10 of a level. And remember,
or
4
make
5
it
is
8,
low.
so we're even.
So we need 100 to level up.
Yeah, and you guys are at 72.
72. Yeah.
Because you didn't fight anything. That's the thing. It's like you did basically one skill challenge and then walked around a lot.
We did 2 skill challenges, climbing the thing and the other
Okay,
thing.
skill challenge. Well, actually, let's see here. I think there's a thing for finding magic items, and then the skill challenge, exploring, and a social encounter as you guys unthawed that. So I'm gonna say, what was it? It was 62, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna say actually with all that stuff, you're kind of reaching. We'll say 18 to make it a nice little even number. 18.
That's,
We're up to
that's what I wanted to begin with. Shane is an
Yep.
even number, a multiple of 5. That's all. You know,
Well,
that
enough,
80
man.
is it's a nice number.
All right, so you
Looks
guys are
really
at 80.
pretty.
Looks really pretty.
Dope. Cool.
All right.
Very good session.
So add your shit to your shit and keep track of your shit.
Well, I
Take some
added my
notes.
shit.
This is going to be a tough